West. Salute. Welcome everybody to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. We're a little bit early. West, the business. It's Duse Sims to die. Hit that like button on your way in, man. We got the content for y'all. We gonna run that content for y'all. It's the Damu Kiwe Conversation. Just pardon me 1 second. I do gotta send y'all this thing. If my brother, he got a promotion, I told y'all he was getting his shit together. If he could jump on, he gonna jump on. But if not, I got his back. You know what I'm saying? Because the content is the content. You know what I'm saying? We can't stop running the content. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, man. You know, so WACK100 slays Serpent. 600 speaks to Duse Sims and Yael. Man, scandalous Los Angeles TV outdid itself with this. I forgot how classic that conversation was. We ran circles around that buffoon. Ed Bell, salute to the real West for the 318 Sweetport, Louisiana. Free the big OG, Big U, and all the real that's behind them walls that stand on business. Keep dropping that dope knowledge, man. Hey, man, salute, man. Yeah, man, Big U. I talked to Big U, man. Big U said, Duse, I'm on 6 South. He said, I'm on 6 South. The crazy thing is, when I first got to the feds, I was on 6 South. Hit that like button. Wolfman and Jackal. The thumbnail is wild. Hey, man, we like that. We try to keep it interesting, man, and entertain even with the thumbnail. You know, to get people excited about what could become everyday content, could become this whatever, you know. Nah, Steffi Weffy, salute Duke, salute to Yael, the Mods, and the Chinat. That was that Selly Cell we was off. Then we was off that DJ Mustard featuring Nipsey Hussle, RJ, because they know that we winning. Hey, we winning like a motherfucker over here. I don't know about y'all. Quarters ticket conversation gotta cut you off. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to this. Who we got up in the chat, man? Low Dog, West, Duse Sims, man, West the business, Raider Q. Salute, Duse Sims, salute, Yael, salute to the chat. Hey, man, we appreciate that. Nina 13, salute, Nina. Let's get to it. Sagittarius Jones, salute, Duse Sims. Peace to the tribes in North America. Hey, man, Twist by Meeks. What's up, Duse Sims in the chat? Muddy Waters, Deuce, my brother. Salute, cool, strong. You already know what it is. I hope he's doing well. Oh, yeah, man, he Gucci, but trust and believe, nigga, he getting more money. That nigga was like let me send this to him, man. I sent it to the chat and didn't even send it to him. He might be coming. I'm telling you, if he can, he jumping on. You know what I'm saying? But he got to prioritize his bills and shit, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna make it to that to something pop off, and then he ain't gotta worry about that. But hit that like button, man. Oh, salute to everybody on IG. Salute to everybody on IG. You can come on over to YouTube, or you could go to Twitch, and that's at Active Chucks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pin that for y'all in case y'all don't know where y'all at. If y'all trying to get the content, then you can come up over there. I pinned that for y'all on Insta. Back to the Chinat. Let's stay active in the Chinat. The Union Rep. Info Dub TV. Salute, man. Salute. They tripping the Union Rep. Oh, man. I'm glad to hear a free Big U. Yeah, free Big U. Selena. Salute to the chat. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversation. Make sure you hit the like button as you enter and listen to the content. Yeah, I'm trying to get when we get our peoples up in here, we gonna get started because we ain't finna be playing no games waiting on people, man. You know what I'm saying? We y'all gonna be mad when niggas stop going live because y'all don't hit the like button and niggas just start pre-recording the content and putting it out. I like to interact with my peoples. I hope my peoples like to interact with me. Stand on the media. Salute. We got him on Clubhouse, and I'm sure that he's watching on YouTube because he always got the Clubhouse content before everybody else. Inglewood Blue. Hello, fam. Laugh out loud. With all due respect, when playing your content, are you going to talk? Because we cannot hear it. Oh, yeah, man. You know, sometime I am going to talk Inglewood Blue. That's kind of like my job. You know, trying to play the medium of that. I'm still getting the hang to it, but I'm getting better. So salute to you, brother. Thank you for bringing that to me. Hit that like button. Kid to Barber, shout out Damu Kiwe Conversations. Duse and Yael, salute, man. Salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. So, WACK100 slays Serpent 600 speaks to Duse and Yael, man. We definitely gonna get into that. Shout out to the chat. Chris Brown playing not guilty today, man. As he should. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, be quiet, Deuce. Hey, thanks a lot, Selena. I appreciate the motivation. You know what I'm saying? It's such a challenge. People always trying to tell people what to do. Hey, that's all right. Hey, salute Deuce to Don. Let's go. Everybody has their different preferences. You know what I'm saying? And how they would prefer it to go. I'm quite sure a majority of people already used to me just running my motherfucking mouth for a long time. He ain't. So I get it. Salute to the fella and free Big U ASAP. Yeah, man. That's why I fuck with y'all, because of the interactions and also the knowledge you kick. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Good. He should. So, oh yeah, man. We was able to communicate with the brother, man. He told me he loved me, man. That's one thing that I know. He say, I hear how you putting them hoes. Hi, everyone. I miss Inglewood Blue. So, Big U say, y'all heard how y'all poked holes all through the government's case. I see it. All we did was point out the obvious. I'm so used to you dudes do your thing. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But I will take that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one that ain't trying to look for a medium. But look, let's get this poll started. So, is 600 the biggest buster on YouTube? So that's the yes, no. So is 600 the Crip cop the biggest buster on YouTube? Let's get active on in the chat. Let's get active on that poll. Steffi Weffy, salute Deuce, salute Ya. Active Chucks Miles in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Never mind on Deuce. He has representation. Inglewood Blue, salute. Hey, man, listen, man. It's nasty work. It's a lot of different conversations going on. Laughing my ass off. Oh, yeah, he's a union supporter now. No. Didn't say I'm a union supporter. I just said that I wouldn't disrespect the union. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been really doing. They done stepped up their job. They've been doing their job. Shout out my boy Scandalous Los Angeles TV. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Shortstop Podcast. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing going far and beneath. Charles Shabazz, Deuce, how is the brother's condition? Mindset. Oh man, he's really upset that they moved his court date against his will and desired, to have a speedy trial. You know what I'm saying? That really messed with him. If you investigate me for 4 years and you ready to go, let's go. I'm an innocent man. You just take that right from me. So he understanding how the judicial system continues to overlook people's constitutional rights. And they make it plausible that which is supposed to be guaranteed by the framers. He's management. Management is now covered under the union contract. Muddy Waters, still laughing my ass off. You said they're needed. That's the white flag. If Beast was on YouTube, it would be Yeasty Beastie. I come with unconditional love and respect, fam. All right. We not going public yet. All right, Inglewood Blue. As if you say so, you know what I'm saying? We either way it go, we know how to handle any approach. You know, we've been doing this many moons, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but look, hit that like button coming in. We gonna get straight to the content. You know what I'm saying? So the poll is 600 the biggest buster on YouTube? 1,000%, 100% say yes, he's the biggest buster. Biggest buster. He's a buster on YouTube, man. Old Crip cop. Christopher Lovejoy. WACK100 Slave Serpent. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to this. Let's get to this, man. We got the content. Let's go.
Scandalous Los Angeles.
Shout out my boy,
Scandalous
Los Angeles.
Y'all need to go check that shit out because that be dissecting shit.
Scandalous Los Angeles, man. You the truth, man. I swear to God.
Scandalous TV, Scandalous Los Angeles.
Shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles.
Scandalous Los Angeles. I was just waiting till we come in.
Shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles TV.
No, you the truth, Scandalous Los Angeles. You my favorite.
Scandalous don't even know. I was really depressed until he did that shit with, playing with my family.
We'll be exposures. Oh, West Side Crip.
Shout out to all them dudes, man. Scandalous TV, I'm going to give you a shout out, Scandalous TV. This is 600. The best to do it and get away with it. Hey, make sure y'all shout out Scandalous TV. Like, share, and subscribe. See y'all soon. Let's get it.
Scandalous Los Angeles TV, some motherfucking loot.
I got you. You did your job, bro. You did 60 diss videos against me. So you got it.
Scandalous Los Angeles TV.
Expose these nice ass niggas somebody's.
Shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles, man. We finna jump into this content without no further ado or don'ts, man. 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me. Have you heard of this company?
Yes, I've seen you guys on the street before.
We are going to come.
Hey, what's up? We live for all the out there. What's up? Y'all want to be famous? Here you go.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. I apologize for keeping you guys waiting so long. YouTube took my monetization for 30 days. So I've just been waiting for that to end. However, when the content is this rewarding, it's a must that I present it to the world. So yesterday, Duse and Yael had an exclusive conversation with the hip-hop Crip cop Care Bear Baby Fatback Loves Boys. And of course, Loves Boys never fails to deliver when it comes to making the exposers look like the frauds they truly are. This interview is a perfect example of why Lucy, the lying King Cannon, hates his fellow Rat Pack member. After Hot Kitty Cat let the world know that Loves Boys was living in his brother's Prius, Loves Boys took the low road hoping that things would blow over. Now the pudgy Prius pushing pugilist is back to defend his man crush, hoping to get back in Porky's good graces, just to fall flat on his face again.
Well, is we trolling or what?
Yeah, we'll be on his helmet too. Is this the famous Crip cop?
Huh? Nigga, you know what this is, nigga. What's up, man?
Man, why you sending us the voicemail you told me to call you?
Bro, all my phones go to the silence unknown calls, bro. So when you text me, I see you do. What's going on, though?
Listen, bro. You asked me what would I do if I seen you. I'ma draw down on you. Take your little pistol you always flashing.
You don't even have no gun.
I'ma sack that thing down.
You don't even have a gun.
Listen, I'm real quick on the draw. You probably heard about all my knockouts because the niggas couldn't tell you the stories of how good I am with this pistol, right? Hey, but look, the niggas don't live to talk about how good I am with the pistol, but I ain't gonna knock you down. I'm gonna take your little pistol because I know you like to flash that. Then we can have a conversation.
Hey, check this out, right? You just chose the wrong side.
Hey, no, I definitely chose the side of right. We only stand on truth.
Joey,
see, you don't know how to read paperwork. You know, let me ask you. I got Yael on the phone, right? Let me tell you this. What up, Chris?
What's up?
Hey, Christopher Lovejoy. My nigga Chris.
See?
Hey, Christopher Lovejoy, look, I picked the right side. See, I knew you didn't know how to read paperwork, right? So
because why y'all want to call me Chris and diss me with the Lovejoy thing? Why we can't have?
I'm just saying, Chris, bro, you tripping? I didn't know that really gets under your skin, man. All right, I'm gonna count that down.
It doesn't get under my skin. I wouldn't accept the phone call.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. So I thought you told me that one was funny. Okay, so how is you getting all serious about it all the time?
I'm not serious about it. I just want to know why we just can't have
Yael with the loud ass background.
Okay, well we can do that. I'm gonna call you 600. Is that cool, or is it Christopher Lovejoy?
Everybody hates Chris.
Okay, so look. Damn, I knew y'all was getting goofy and didn't know how to read paperwork, but when we came on Death to the Cloud Chasers, right? And then you told me you didn't even read the Big U paperwork, but you was already calling them a snitch. So I said, well, let me get...
I'm the one that brought that out and read that.
You said that you never had read the paperwork at that time, bro. It's all right.
Did you use that one?
Yeah.
Well, if
you said Eddie Boy got paperwork.
Depending on when that time was,
you said,
I read it with him.
Yeah. Listen, if we gonna be honest, at that time, I said, you know it was a robbery, right? Because you was talking about the statement that he allegedly said about working for Eddie Boy, which means that he was selling dope for Eddie Boy. No, they was trying to rob the nigga for the dope, but it was a scheme. Four niggas. Big U and Eddie Boy, the only ones that got caught. Don't you think? Hold on, let me finish talking. Don't you think if four niggas do lit and two get caught and two get away, you think that they gonna want information on the two that got away or the two niggas that they know they already got?
Okay, let me answer that question. We don't know who got away and didn't get away. Under no circumstances do you make this, especially if you're saying somebody else's name, especially involving their name with the shit you got going on. If me and you go through a robbery,
can you hear him? I can hear him. I can barely hear him.
You can't hear me?
I can barely hear him.
Going in and out, bro. It's coming in. Let's go.
Let me turn this Wi-Fi shit off.
Every child deserves hope. Your car donation can turn hope into reality.
Super chat. 1 second. We got a super chat, man. Salute to the brother. Iceman Vamp with the $5 super chat. Why he made 600 look like that in the thumbnail laughing? Oh, radio. Man, y'all don't remember radio? This is nasty work. Let's get to the content. But anything donated to the Damu Kiwe Conversations is appreciated. Iceman Vamp, thank you for always continuously supporting this show. It helps us keep the lights on, man. Let's go.
Oh, this nigga got weak ass Wi-Fi. He the nigga that got the motherfucking he got some Android.
So what I'm saying,
you got that Android. You got an Obama. Obama phone. How Kitty Cat ain't sending them $40 cash out to go boy. The Wadu States.
I don't know what you were saying, bro.
Oh, shit. Hey, but no. So then The police says that he made a statement, but he never waived his Miranda rights. On top of that, he went and did it on his appeal. Him and Eddie Boy do a joint appeal, which can only happen if someone wasn't telling on someone else, but you went with it. So I seen that weekend.
Going on around a man making a statement. Did you read the report? Did you not see what his lawyer said that he didn't get a chance to make a full and complete statement? And why
listen, we not. Oh my God, bro. Listen, we don't. Bro. Let me answer that for you. You talk about what a lawyer said. We're talking about what he said. A lawyer can tell. Look, a lawyer can go in there and tell a lie and say if the glove don't fit, you must have quit, knowing damn well a nigga is so guilty. Listen. So if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. So we ain't talking about what a lawyer said. We talking about as whether or not he made a mistake. And whenever it comes down, this is how the politics go. Foreign to him, right? When the politics come down to whether your homeboy and a police statement, now if he raised his Miranda rights and said anything, then he's guilty as charged because he should have never said anything. But the fact he never waived his Miranda rights, you can't believe the police over your home. Facts. So that's just how the politics go, bro. But on another note, I utilized that information to gather that y'all couldn't really read paperwork over there.
Hey, listen, I'm humiliating this dude. I'm telling them they can't read paperwork. This the exposers. Tell them they can't read paperwork. But look, let's go into this prime example. So we were just talking about the Big U, Eddie Wagner, and David Austin, which was Big U's alias on that case, right? He had a AKA, a John Doe, nigga. Selena, I'm new, so sis, I'm going to need you to walk me through. Cuba Gooding Jr. played Officer Love Boys in the movie radio. Tell his phone is tapped by the feds by all the static in the background. Ha, no worries, Inglewood Blue. So look, Brooklyn, New York, salute Duse Messenger 526, salute. Deuce, did you say if the glove don't fit, you mustn't quit? Yeah, no, I was making mockery because this nigga is talking about what the lawyers is saying in court. A lawyer can use anything as a defense strategy. If the lawyer went in there right now and said, well, my client didn't do it, it had to be one of the other. If I said it, I'll be ratting. But if my attorney says it, I'm not necessarily controlling his strategy on the thing. But let's get to this in the courtroom. Let's get to this real quick though, right? Hit the like button. So you get, first and foremost, this was a joint appeal, right? So to get a joint appeal, more times than not, you guys have to get it approved. You know what I'm saying? So that y'all can have like correspondence with each other, because it's within both of you guys' interests to discuss tactical legal strategy on appeal. So look, if you look right here, this is just common sense, right? There was no evidence that anyone specifically intended to agree with Wagner to commit the crime of possession of a controlled substance for sale. So the conspiracy to sell dope, there was no evidence to show that anybody intended to agree with Wagner, which is Eddie Boy, crackhead Eddie. You know what I'm saying? So if he told on him, then that would mean that there was proof that they were selling dope, but this wasn't a dope case anyway, man. It was a stick up from the word go. Nigga, the police just didn't know it was a stick up. You know what I'm saying? So if you look through it, you see Wagner, you see David Austin, you see the police, the crazy shit. We found this and pulled this up one night. Me and Big U was up looking for some other motherfuckers' paperwork. So we on the computer, nigga, and I pulled this shit up, right? And I got to saying the police name, that's Big U. It took him all the way back. He was like, damn, I was so motherfucking young, I forgot all of that shit. It's a lot of different facts that even he had forgot. But let's get to the part where all right, so here it go right here. Deputy Hartman testified on direct examination that shortly after he arrested Austin, but before he gave him the Miranda warning, Austin made the spontaneous statement, I should have never gone to work for Eddie Wagner, for Eddie. And then it means Wagner. On cross-examination, counsel for Austin, Big U, asked Deputy Hartman whether when Austin made this remark, he asked Austin if he would care to make a full and complete statement or acknowledge in writing the statement regarding going to work for defendant Wagner. Deputy Hartman replied he did neither. So he didn't even ask after Big U allegedly made this spontaneous statement, which is admissible by court procedures, but they had nobody to corroborate that he made this statement, right? Except Deputy Hartman, the police. On redirect examination, Deputy Hartman testifies as follows. Now, later on, did you give Austin the opportunity to make a full statement to you? Yes, sir, I did. How did you do that? With the Miranda card. You advised him of Miranda? Yes, I did. And did he offer to give you a full statement? You haven't given him the opportunity. He said he declined. So he's saying that Big U never waived his Miranda rights and never wanted to give him a statement, but he wants us to believe him, a pig over a brother from our community. Nobody else validated it or nothing. This is what the dumbass nigga Crip cop was talking about Big U told on at Crackhead Eddie. We're going to get back to this content, and then I'm going to play something for y'all where even CS2 back and Luce Coochie Ashley told him this shit don't hold up. You don't believe in the police over your homeboys, man. This shit get to turn into some nasty work. Hit that like button for everybody just coming in. Hold on, let me see who up in here, man, because it looked like we got a lot of our peoples, the good peoples that came up in here. Let's see what they talking about. We got super chats and everything. Oops, Duse. $5.99, the professional canvas diver. Glass Joe's bro. Shout out to Awkward Beginnings. You ain't shit. That nigga said that nigga is Glass Joe's brother. Nigga, that nigga can't take no hit. But salute to you, King. Thanks for the donation. Anything donated to the Damu Kiwe Conversation is appreciated. Inglewood Blue, just be yourself. If the two watches don't fit, you must have quit. Ricky! If the two watches don't fit, you must have quit. You're fine. Please feel free to engage in the content. We welcome it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the content. Hit that like button, man. Y'all ain't shit.
And so I had somebody write up a fake incident report, you know what I'm saying? And then I knew Luce Cannon was the weak link. And so I said, well, shit, these niggas don't know how to read paperwork. They might go for this incident report. I know how bad CS2 back got it in for me. And y'all bit like big mouth bastards. We've been making a mockery of you guys.
You guys are mocks.
When y'all put out fraudulent documentation, this is why y'all.
No, hey, 600. Show me one place on the internet where I put that out, Yael put that out, or Scandalous Los Angeles put that out.
You just said you put it out. We know you put it out. You told us you put it out.
I took control, went solo, and built my own online knife empire.
Lieutenant Officer Lovejoy is a delusional dummy. The point that Duse is making is that we did not present that paperwork to the world. The fake incident report was sold to Porky, thanks to the Crip cop and Luce Coochie bringing it to him. After Porky received the fake incident report, he presented it to the whole world. So that's 2 strikes against the debriefers. Yeah, they should change their names from the exposers to the debriefers, because that's what they do. Anyway, there's 2 strikes against the debriefers. First strike, they paid $2,000 for a fake incident report. And the second strike, they presented the fake paperwork to the world as authentic.
Bro, you just lied saying that we put out fake paperwork. First of all,
y'all would have never.
Look.
Why was he claiming?
Look, listen, bro. You gonna get the mic as soon as I clear this fact. So we gonna be factually correct, right? We never brought that to the internet. It was an incident report that I used to bamboozle the internet. Yes, we do. Cause listen, 600. Of course you don't care because the finger's pointed at y'all. Listen. Of course you don't care because the finger's pointed at y'all. Listen, when you politicking, see, this is what I'm telling you, bro. That's the game goofy shit, right? When you don't want to listen to paperwork, look, when you bring paperwork to the table, right, you gotta do due diligence.
For putting out fake paperwork.
Y'all hear this nigga? Y'all in the back.
Well, look, listen. First and foremost, it's not paperwork, it's an incident report. You should know the difference, right? But look, there's a responsibility. Hold on. There's a responsibility when you're doing this paperwork thing to check all these before you move forward. Your boss, you, Luce Cannon, Rico the Rat Pase, you niggas don't know how to check paperwork. Wack was so happy he read the clubhouse. That was on him. He brought that to the internet. I can't hear you. Hey, y'all, mute up real quick, y'all. Hold on.
Smoked out to salute.
That shit loud as hell. Hey, no, we got extra money. Big, you kicked us some extra shit because it was so hilarious making mockery of y'all. Right. But look, the point is this, bro. Whenever you're doing this paperwork thing, you gotta put stamping your name on it when you go public, nigga. Just like a CD, just like a movie. So you gotta make sure that you fact check before you go public. You can't be horny for content and just run anything on the internet. Well, I guess maybe the exposures and 100 EBT, that's cool. So maybe we just live by different standards. So that's where the discourse come on who published it, you know what I'm saying? But the politics, bro, you're responsible to make sure you do due diligence before you go public and call anybody a rat, bro.
So what's up with all this about you putting the bra in the trunk and all that, bro?
Well, you want me to? Then I send you the paperwork. Then you see that I went to trial and the kidnapping charge was I was acquitted.
No, I didn't see that.
Well, let me while you on the phone, we gonna make sure that we fact check everything while we talk. Google Lamonte Sims.
Did you not put?
It's gonna pop right up. Huh?
Did you not put a female in the trunk?
Hell no, nigga.
Ain't that what it said in the paperwork?
Bro, it said I was accused of dragging a female, throwing her in the trunk, and I was charged for kidnapping. I went to trial, and 12 juries of my peers found that was fabrication because there was a camera at King Taco on the Long Beach Boulevard, the whole stroll, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So on Bullets, the camera shows the whole thing. She walked over on the car, got in the passenger seat. She was never put in the trunk. So the juror seen that.
Seen documentation of Luce conversation. Now since you got y'all on the phone, y'all they say your homies mopped you up. You can't go back to your hood.
Hold on. We want to make sure that you ask one question. Now we go to us. We ask a question.
Real quick, man, just receipts, because this is the Damu Kiwe conversation, and we don't just get to popping it without receipts. This is the evidence of what I was saying about the case that I got, where they're making allegations. I threw a girl in, dragged the girl and threw her in the trunk, which was an allegation that I faced. You know what I'm saying? But if you pay attention and you get to work, then you'll be able to see that Sims versus Pfeiffer is the name of the case. We'll get back to the content. So let's get to this. Let me blow this up for you. So I told him a jury found me not guilty and acquitted me of the kidnapping charges, that I never threw nobody in it was just allegations made by some people who we didn't even know. So the victim's statements, including that Sims was her boyfriend, he had not assaulted her, and she did not want the police to take him away, were admitted through testimony elicited by a defense counsel for limited purposes of establishing the victim's state of mind to dispute the state's kidnapping theory. Sims was acquitted on the kidnapping charge, and you got that right there. Was acquitted on the kidnapping charge. So when niggas try to bring that up, it's I want y'all to know that it's definitely not hard to pull up. That's Sims versus Pfeiffer. You could pull that up. I got no smut on my name. That's what happened. And I was found not guilty. So now back to the paperwork. Well, I'll let him get to it, and then I'll get to the other one. Let's get back to the content. We back at it like a crack.
So on this one, what's up? Why you only talk about the seal file for the possession of marijuana, but you continuously ignore this seal file for the trafficking of marijuana?
Empower. So handsome.
The Damu Kiwe.
I can't buy.
I had two charges. One charge for possession for sales and one charge for possession of marijuana. I had two charges. One charge for possession for sales and one charge for possession of marijuana, okay?
For some odd reason, Love's Boys keeps lying to us about what he was charged with, and he keeps lying about what he pled guilty to. I don't know why, but for some reason, Love's Boys continues to conveniently leave out the trafficking charge that he pled guilty to. Really makes you wonder.
The charge for possession of sales was dropped once I handed over and signed over a waiver for the $10,000. I was caught with 2 pounds of marijuana, and I was caught with $10,000 cash. These are facts. Okay. They offered me to remove the charge for possession for sales if I signed over a waiver for $10,000. Absolutely.
Because it was 2 seal files. Let's be clear on that.
That's okay. I have one case. Let me explain this.
No. I send the work right now.
You're going to document this. Don't cut that out.
Let me see if I can find that.
One case.
No, I'm going to send you the work right now because you lying saying it's only one case. It was 2 seal files, bro.
No. I have, and they should say the same thing. I got arrested one time out there, bro. Probably 2 charges.
One for possession, one for trafficking.
Exactly.
I had 2 charges. One charge for possession for sales and one charge for possession of marijuana.
Charges.
One for possession, one for trafficking.
Exactly.
I had 2 charges. One charge for possession for sales and one charge for possession of marijuana.
So just like that, Love's Boys made the exposers look like the debriefers again. You guys saw that Love's Boys went online and told us a whole lie about what his charges were. Now he has finally admitted that he pled guilty to trafficking. The reason Love's Boys lied is because he knew that if the people heard that he was arrested at the border for trafficking, the people would all wonder how he was able to get a drug diversion program as a punishment for it. This is why he lied 3 different times about the reason his case was sealed. The exposers are a cold pack of rats.
Okay, so if the possession got dismissed, then why is this other trafficking still sealed? Why that one you ain't addressed that one? I mean, that's suspect, man. Just being respectful.
We read the whole seal, brother. We read why it was sealed and everything. Did you not go in there? If you see it, go look at what those penal codes mean. Go look at what those PCs mean.
Love's Boys likes to deflect more than his hefty handler CS2 back. The question we all want to know, Love's Boys, is why did you conveniently leave out the fact that you pled guilty to trafficking? We're all dying to know how you completely forgot about this charge on your record. And how did you forget that you did a drug diversion program for it?
Yeah, Jerry Griffin.
You can do it while we're on the phone.
No, I know what the PCs mean. One is possession, just having weed. The other one is trafficking, which means it was enough weed to be trafficking. And it means you probably got caught with some money. Did you get caught with any money on that one? A large sum?
Listen, I got one case out there. Okay? I got arrested one time. I got caught with marijuana, and I got caught with $10,000 cash. So that's 2 charges. One charge is possession, and one charge is possession for sales or possession trafficking, whatever you said it was. They dropped the trafficking one.
Hey, hold on. We got an appeal to the union. Y'all could just listen in 1 second. I need to see how come the union didn't turn over the video with where it shows that he has a trafficking and then he has a possession, which is different. Sales is one, possession is the other. Let me get on with one of the unions. Sorry on Clubhouse. They're gonna have to wait. Let me see if I can get the GOAT on the phone. Hit the like button, man. We live, we cooking. But we really gonna cook if he send me the video. He was supposed to send me the video. Y'all see how unprofessional the union can be? You know what I'm saying? Here we is live. I'm supposed to already have the video, but the union ain't working. See, all we do is work on the plantation in the slave shop. But Scandalous in the union is full of shit. And now he don't answer my phone. My bad to everybody on Clubhouse. I had to try to get this video. Let's get back to it, man. See, Scandalous and the union is falling off already.
Because I signed over the money.
I'm just saying.
And I only got left with one charge.
So that was the deal. You give up the money and they're going to drop the charge. Right? That's what you want me to believe?
I don't want you to believe it. But
I just want to make sure I know where we at. I want to make sure. Yeah.
Yes. I got caught with 2 pounds of marijuana and 10,000 cash. The amount of marijuana got me a possession charge. The amount of cash got me a trafficking charge. When I went to court, I signed over the waiver for the $10,000 to drop my trafficking charge. I was left with the possession charge. Do you understand that?
Like the union ass up.
Do you got your work on that?
You say you have it. If you look right next to it, shows you the.
No, it's sealed. I told you it's sealed.
The program, the case is ordered sealed. We went over this months ago. Thoroughly for a whole
No. I get that, but I've never said I had the paperwork. I was always asking you.
It's online, and it was online the whole time. I never looked into it. When we read that whole paperwork,
no. It only says the 11350. It doesn't say the 11351.
Okay. That
was dismissed.
We looked it up. Everything it was no new information that came. Only thing that came was we just looked up the results.
So you saying you can't pull that paperwork up?
Black lady?
You can pull.
You guys are the exposers. How you can't pull up that paperwork, your own paperwork?
Okay. While we're on the phone, send it to me, and I'll show you right now. If you look next to it, it's
all right.
The result.
Hey, Yael, could you send that paperwork to his phone real quick?
I don't got that paperwork, bro. You gotta send that to me.
Oh, let me find it.
Send it to me. I'll send it to his phone. Hey, 600, you want to ask me something, bro?
Yeah.
So,
what you want to ask?
So I'm here that
talk to me, bro.
Yeah.
Run up out your hood.
I don't know if he's still
When it comes
on
to
there.
winning internet,
I don't know if
TDS
he's still
delivers
on
the
there.
green and gold
That's
standard.
WACK
100%.
You said I got beat up and ran up on my hood. Who said that?
Compton niggas.
Who said that to you? You said who?
Some Compton Crips told me that.
Oh, yeah? That's funny. That's funny. The niggas love saying stories, bro. Y'all got a very vivid, y'all got a creative imagination over here. Very creative.
He did call you from his hood with the nigga.
No. I wasn't in the set. I was at what's that place called? Fishbone.
Okay. Well, you seen him at the doing the interviews and shit. That shit did like 500,000 views at the pop out. You seen him in Compton all through that publicly, right?
Nah. But dude, let me elaborate to him with something. Whoever,
I just want to make sure he knew you wasn't in the same situation that he in. My bad.
No, but 600. Let me clear something up for you, bro. I'm gonna clear something up for you, bro. Like, and I'm not trying to be funny enough, bro. Like, I've been in the field longer than you, bro. And I'm not trying to be funny, bro. I've been in the field longer than you. So anybody that say something against me, bro, it's two reasons. Either they don't like me or I done did something to them. So whoever said that to you, hold on, bro, listen. Whoever said that to you, bro, either it got socked on by me or they don't like me, bro. So whoever is lying to you, bro, you gotta stop believing lies, bro. And no nigga never ran me up out of nowhere. No nigga never ran me up out of nowhere, bro. I don't fuck. Listen. I don't fuck with my homies. Listen, I don't fuck with my homies because they co-sign snitches, bro. You be out here talking about some. Oh man, I don't fuck with busters and snitches, bro. I really stand on that, bro. They put a mural in my hood because it wasn't because of no fucking music, nigga. You better understand something, my nigga. They didn't put my face on that ground because of no fucking music, my nigga. This was way before music, my nigga. So any nigga telling you some shit like, oh man, bro, stop believing these goofy ass niggas, because the nigga that's told you that ain't gonna tell me that to my face, because he know what's up with me, bro.
Okay, so
I'm not one of them. Nigga, I do music, I sing, I do R&B, I do all that, but I'm not one of them type of niggas, bro. So please don't confuse me with an internet nigga, bro.
You want me to call him?
You can call him right now if you want to. That's on you. It ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna change what I'm saying.
Hold on.
That ain't gonna change what I'm saying.
That nigga phone sound. Nigga, the phone. That's why I never gave him my phone.
Damn, what kind of a phone call is that? You wired up?
Nigga, you wired up, nigga.
Hey, all right, the next question.
Yeah, bro.
The next question. So it's on that. You asked me a question, I answered. I asked my question, he answered. Unless you want a question first? You got a question first?
Yeah, 600. I got a question, bro. Yeah, I do got a question, bro. That's it, bro. When was the year you officially banged? Or who are these niggas that put you on that's not coming to the forefront for you, bro? Why these niggas not coming to the front saying that you like one of them? Who's saying this, bro? Like, where's these niggas at? Because we not getting no receipts on that, bro.
Number one, I don't need nobody to come to me.
Yes, you do, bro.
Bro, you gotta get put on. If you claiming the hood,
yes, you do, bro.
You gotta get put on, nigga.
No. Listen,
yes,
you just said who is these niggas that won't?
You act like that's some top secret information. I done put on over 100 niggas on my set.
Come on.
That ain't no top secret information.
He asked me some questions. Do you want me to answer his questions?
Oh yes, go ahead, sir.
He said, who is these niggas when I got put on that won't come to the forefront with me? You know what? I can't say what you said. Can you ask it again so I can make sure I'm answering the question right?
Yes, sir. You got the floor, sir.
That's what I thought he said. He said, hold on.
No, I said, go ahead. You got the flow, sir, to answer the question.
Oh, I want to make sure I was answering right. So, whoever these people are, bro, you're saying they won't come to the forefront from it. I don't need or want anyone to come to the forefront with me. I'll pull up everywhere by myself. Number two, I don't know if you know, I'm from a notorious neighborhood where niggas is scared of fake boogeyman stories. So the work that I got on Big U, which was against Eddie Ford, what happened when I was 7 years old. How do you think I got that paperwork? From my homies. Busters.
Well, I got the paperwork online, but I'm the one that read it to Big U. But we ain't talking about Big U. We talking about you being put on. Stop deflecting.
He asked me a question, and I'm answering the question thoroughly.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I should ask the question a little better.
Well, sir,
Who puts you on and what on the front?
Okay. He's asking me who are they and why won't they come to the forefront? I'm giving you a thorough answer of why they won't.
Department issue phone.
No, I get that. I heard that part.
The paperwork I
heard that
is from my homies who knew about this paperwork 30 years ago. They themselves are scared busters.
Oh my God. Damu Kiwe Conversations. We're having technical difficulties. It's saying that Yael
it would never present this paperwork.
This should never have happened.
So I'm the only one.
Let us figure this out.
Me and a few other people who are willing to speak about this paperwork. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no nigga gonna tell me nothing. Nigga, I ain't broke no rules. I ain't told no nigga, bro. So I can speak on this type of shit. Now everybody else, I can't speak while niggas is scared to act like they can read paperwork, bro. Niggas, just like y'all said, niggas hard on rats. Niggas hard on rats in my hood, bro. You can be a sex offender and paperwork. Crenshaw Slauson in front of all my homies, nigga. And the homies gonna salute you. These is facts. It's on video. So I can't explain why niggas. I don't know why niggas way of thinking is, bro. I don't know what niggas got going on. I know what I'm on. Cuz a rat and cuz fuck with rats and cuz fuck with sex offenders, bro. Facts.
Well,
I can't speak for no.
Well, I can't say he fucked with him because he fucked right now. Hey, I can't say he fucked with him. I've been dealing with him a year now, and I ain't never had no dealings with no pedophile. But look, it's your question now.
The video?
Yeah, listen, a nigga 58 years old. Listen, no, listen to what I'm telling you. If a nigga 58 years old and he's expected to put in work on a sex offender or a rat at 58, that means he ain't got no respect in his set and he didn't do it when he was supposed to do it. Nigga, that's on some other nigga. So you can try to attach that to a
limit to this shit. If he was to step away, he earned that right to years ago. We would have had this conversation. But when you got a nigga who's still in the hood, acting like he hood, trying to sanction gang fights, still catching cases.
I don't know no gang fights. I know y'all got a personal fight. Y'all not gang enemies. Y'all got a personal issue.
You on Crenshaw Slauson trying to sanction a gang fight when Sparlow came to the hood? When East Coast came to the hood? You didn't see that?
No, he didn't sanction. He didn't sanction nothing, bro.
Let me explain something.
You
better go look.
Yeah, he didn't sanction nothing. And we don't do those terms like sanction and all that. But the question is on you now. You can ask whatever question you want to whoever you want to ask.
I'm not really tripping. I just feel like you niggas is hating me and dissing me when I never dissed y'all.
Well, you did disrespect me. You did disrespect me when you ran with that narrative because a federal confidential source told you. Listen, bro.
That paperwork out there. How you act like I made up some fake paperwork on you?
No, you don't have to make it. You don't have to make it up, bro. Whenever you go public, listen to what I'm saying, bro. Nipsey Hussle got his brains blew out and kicked because of a nigga doing exactly what you did, bro. You went public saying that I was a rat without doing your due diligence and checking it, huh?
Number one.
You don't do that, bro.
Let me explain something to you, bro. That's your fake paperwork.
Listen, I got that to CS2 back. I got as much money as I could get up out that nigga. I left clues on there. Calipat. If you pull up my C file, I was never in Calipat. I left clues in there. Look, bro. I'm thinking that the nigga done figured that. But when you say that you did,
your fake paperwork came back to bite you.
It wasn't fake paperwork, bro. It's an incident report. Look, let me tell you something. See, this is what you don't know because you never did no time. I done did almost 30 years in prison, juvenile hall, YA, feds in the state, my nigga. Paperwork has a seal from the courts, a docket number. An incident report has none of that. I worked in the captain's office. Nigga, I was the clerk on a level 4 180. Listen to what I'm telling you, bro. A level 4 180. Every single day I had access to incident reports. 115, title CDCR, title 115s, bro. Like people get, hey, M, could you give me like 10 of those? I like to draw on the carbon paper. Like people have easy access to that. You see the difference from that to a court stamp? It's not paperwork. You don't even know that difference. Okay. That's what I'm telling you, bro. You way out of your league. You lost in the sauce, and you don't even understand the politics.
Okay, what I meant to say was documents, whether it's paperwork or incident report. It's fake document.
Right.
You made that fake document. Okay. And you mad that it surfaced. You got paid for it. It's over with.
Well, no, you don't get to dictate what. Ain't that a bitch? You don't get to dictate when it's over with, especially when you're playing with a reputable name. I just told you right now, right? Now you know I'm in Madison, Wisconsin.
You know your name.
Real quick. I can't hear you.
Your name don't hold no weight like that. But we're not here for that.
Damn.
Wait for that.
Damn. I didn't even see them here. Go. Before he try to do something. And out. Hold on. They got pigs outside my house. How I get on the phone with you and now the police at my house? Come on.
What they got to do with me, bro?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hey, but no, seriously, right? This is what I'm saying, right? It's a fucked up situation. Wait, look. When you jump into a situation that you don't even know nothing about. So CS2 back was trying to recruit me, bro. I got all the receipts, everything. I told him I didn't want to do no business with him. First time we ever talked, I got the receipts, bro. Okay. But he kept following it. I didn't want no problems with him, right? So after I tell him I don't want no problems with him and he did that, I ended up calling him out for a fade, bro. So when I called him out for the fade...
Why do you keep referring whoever that is?
If this had come out a few years earlier, plumbers would have been out of a job by now. I'm telling you one last time, in our homes...
Because that's who he is. That's him in the paperwork. He admitted now. At first he denied it. That's him in the paperwork on the phone that they talked about on the wiretap.
Let me explain something to you. And I hope you put this out there. It was one person on that case. And I want you to do your research. Go call Sparlow because I have respect for this man.
No, you said no. Listen, there was one person on that case that went to jail. Everybody else walked. It was I sent you paperwork with Ray J. Listen, you saying it was just the main street. Look, you said it was just the main streets, right?
Let me just tell you what happened.
I can't hear you.
Got in contact with him. The nigga was mad how his name was all over the internet. And specifically told me, stop putting his name with WACK. He don't know WACK. WACK ain't never told on him. He ain't did no time with WACK. WACK ain't on his case.
Listen, didn't nobody say he told on him, bro? The nigga wore a wire on Dildog and Mark Stevens, nigga. That's who the fuck he was trying to line up. Nigga, that's the wiretap that he... Listen, you asked me a question.
Look. The case say that whoever CS2 back is...
Bro, why do you always believe the police? See, this is why niggas started calling you the Crip cop, bro. Because you the only nigga that's claimed to be a street nigga that always believe the police. And listen, fuck the police. I'm telling you who the target was. They were saying Shaquille O'Neal. Let me tell you, bro, you asked me a question.
Stutterbox put the people on him. Did you know that?
Bro, so only one person could be a rat? Oh, okay. The nigga, of course they put stuff. Of course,
the target. He was not an informant on that case. He was the target.
Bro, listen. He was targeted so they could flip him to get leverage on him and information on Suge. So that's the Suge side of the case. But in the midst of that, he was caught. Look, bro, I'm telling you what I know.
Okay.
How you gonna ask me a question?
Be able to tie that name to WACK100 Jones. Never.
Bro, what do you mean? The paperwork ties him to it. He admits that's him, and the detective admits that's him.
You know that? Ain't no paperwork. Listen, bro. That's not him. You've never been able to prove that.
Bro.
You've never been able to prove that. So Greg Caton says here, Wack even said, I talked to dog. Let's go to that real quick. We're going to go to that real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go to that real quick. I talked to dog. You know what I'm saying? When we get to that, he talking about how you going to defend it when Wack is admitting that was him calling and Mark was the one that made the three-way. How is you going to deny and defend that nigga? And we ain't going to Greg Caton and them saying well, we will go to Greg Caton saying that. Hold on, let me get to this one first. I talked to dog. Wait. Ask Mark. Mark, no, he the one that tried to hook up the three-way. He the one that tried to hook up the three-way. Let's go ahead and go. Damn, where the hell I go? Okay. So we got to stop this. Boom. Pull this up. Yael having problems getting in. We got to fix that shit ASAP. Boom.
Talk to dog. But he said he didn't talk to you. He wouldn't take your call. And I think, wait. And I think Mark tried to set the three-way up.
But they said he wouldn't talk. Yeah, and Dog said he was cool. He didn't want to talk to you in the paperwork.
But listen, you got to remember, Mark
that's what you said is going off of what Dog didn't want to talk to you because they said when Dog called you, his phone was hit. That's how they got on your line.
No.
And you play. That's what they say, what? Like, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried to
and he
call
won't take
Dog.
your call. And I couldn't tell you. And he said,
I talked to Dog.
But he said he didn't talk to you. He wouldn't take your call.
And I think, wait. And I think Mark tried to set the three-way up.
But they said he wouldn't talk. Yeah, and Dog said he was cool. He didn't want to talk to you in the paperwork.
But listen, you got to remember, Mark
that's what
tried
you said is going off of what Dog didn't want to talk to you because they said when Dog called you, his phone was hit. That's how they got on your line.
No.
And you play. That's what they say, what?
Wags, I talk. Matter of fact, as Mark, he know he the one that tried to hook up the three-way. I talked to Dog. Nigga, you ain't talked to no damn dog. This nigga be lying, bro. But in any event, that's what we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that's not him. That's exactly what happened. TS2 back calls Money Mark Stevens saying, I need to talk to Dog. The nigga box went sour and the phones is compromised. That's what the wiretap say. He said he talked to Dog. Then he said, oh, matter of fact, he didn't talk to Dog. Mark Stevens tried to hook up the three-way. And Dog wasn't fucking with him. That's it. So we're going to get into this video. Scandalous Los Angeles TV, all due respects, the union did give me the video. You know what I'm saying? I guess they got word that we was over here smutting out the union. So they already put in an emergency complaint. So since he sent the video, we just were politicking publicly. That was unbusinesslike. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need to make sure that let's get into not the agent ass. We gonna get to Greg Caden because Greg Caden is gonna let it know. The Crip cop saying and arguing that was never proven that was whack on that phone. This is what the Crip cop is arguing. Let's get to
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Today, we're going to let you guys hear what Greg Kading has to say about CS2 WACK. You're going to hear Greg attempt to shield his confidential source, but you're also going to hear him place WACK directly in the CS2 driver's seat. I'll interject a little throughout the interview, just to point out a few things. Other than that, I'm going to just let it play. Tell me in the comment section what you think. Now, Greg, this isn't about you. This is about WACK. I understand you have to do what you gotta do. But if he can bring you on Clubhouse to tell us all that stuff, I feel I should be able to ask some questions, so the people can be informed. So again, this has nothing to do with you. This is about WACK.
Yeah, I get it. No, and again, I'm not trying to get in the middle of whatever bullshit is going on between WACK and whatever bullshit's going on with Starbucks. I don't give a fuck about that beef. Whatever it is, they'll figure it out. I'm just going to tell you investigatively, we would have listed WACK, Cash Jones, in our paperwork. He would have been like target 1, and his phone would have been target 1. And so when we were looking at him, we used particular language in our paperwork. So if we're writing the wiretap affidavit for his phone, we would say Cash Jones, also known as WACK. You were utilizing target number, whatever, which would be his phone. I think it was some 661 phone number. And that's just the language. Nowhere within the paperwork related to the investigation of Cash Jones, was he ever mentioned as a CS or an informant? Because he wasn't.
Okay. Now, Greg, we're talking about the case Stutterbox had against Shaquille O'Neal and the 7 Main Street Crips. When WACK brought you on Clubhouse, he asked you what would he have been referred to as in the paperwork.
And then in your paperwork, I don't know. How was I referred to? Was I referred to WACK, Cash Jones? They have this Back name. I don't know who the fuck Back is. I know I've never had that moniker, but I don't know. Maybe it was some coded shit. Or how did you recall referring to me through all the paperwork when you guys were like listening in on my wiretaps? So like saying, okay, this is WACK, this is Cash Jones on the wiretap. What was I referred to in your, because I've never looked over that paperwork, never had a need to. What was I referred to?
If WACK had nothing to do with Del Dog, Shaq, or any of the Main Street Crips, why would his name be being referred to in the paperwork at all?
So again, this is completely different investigation. We have to be real careful that we don't cross over these ideas, because when I said he would have been mentioned in the paperwork, if we're talking about Cash Jones's case, then we may have mentioned a CS, which would have been Stutterbox, saying these things about Cash that we investigated. There's that. Now, if Cash is asking me if his name was in the Main Street case, no, it wasn't. Now, if Cash is asking me if his name was in the Main Street case, no, it wasn't.
So we all know that Greg is not being truthful when he says that. We can clearly see WACK's government name, Cash Jones, all in this case. Hey, Christopher Lovejoy, this shows you why you can't believe everything the police say. This also shows you that the police are protecting WACK, as they would any other confidential informant that's in good standing with them, unlike Stutterbox. But I want you to hear what Greg says right after he said WACK was not in the Main Street case at all.
There was no mention of Cash in the Main Street case. Other than when he's trying to get a hold of Mark Stevens and in order to tell him that Box is been compromised.
Yeah, and that's what the wiretap transcript said CS2 back, or WACK, was calling Del Dog to do. Not Del Dog, but Mark Stevens.
See what you just did, though?
Yeah, I said Del Dog.
You said CS2 WACK. It doesn't say that, does it?
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it say CS2 back?
Yes, it says CS2 back.
Okay, well, do you know what you just said?
What did
CS2 WACK.
I meant CS2 back.
Because in your mind, and bear with me, no offense here, but I think you've already come to the conclusion that back is WACK, and that's why that's such an easy mistake to make.
Well, the reason I think WACK is CS2 back is because that's who Mark Stevens said he was talking to.
Well, nobody's disputing that. Nobody's disputing that Mark Stevens is saying that WACK is who he was talking to.
But he's saying that that's back. He is saying that back is WACK.
How does Mark Stevens put that together? Show me how Mark Stevens has anything to substantiate that back is WACK.
In the paperwork they put him as back, BACK. And I kept asking the lawyer, like, who the fuck is? I ain't talked to no back. And they said, nah, that's WACK. But they put him as back because he a blood, so it's back. And I said, oh, okay.
And was this back also referred as confidential source number 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so no offense to Mark, he doesn't know any better. But when we're writing official police reports, we don't play the game. We don't change language or change spelling because we are, part of the gang culture. We're not going to put WACK. We're going to put back because he's a blood, not a Crip, and we don't. That's not how we operate. We don't. That's gang shit. We don't write as gangsters. We write as police officers and try to be as specific as possible.
Greg is saying they try to be as specific as possible, and that they don't do things like that. But we're all looking at a wiretap transcript where they did exactly that. They put a person named Back in the paperwork, and no one knows who Back is.
We don't change things in order to. So if Mark Stevens is thinking that, the cops just put this in there this way because he's a blood and not a Crip, it's not how it works.
I hear you, Greg. But even without them doing that, the conversation with Mark Stevens and Del Dog did actually take place. And Mark Stevens is saying the person who called him looking for Del Dog's phone number was WACK. Mark said he doesn't know anyone named Back. So why would they put some fake person that Mark has never ever talked to in the transcripts?
No, I get that. See, we are totally in agreement. The conversation is WACK, obviously. The conversation is WACK, obviously.
So the conversation is WACK, obviously. So what are we talking about? The Crip cop was just over here arguing that wasn't WACK100 on that call. Let me get to the call real quick. I know we got new people, so y'all might not never have seen the work. It's a wiretap, transcribed wiretap. You know what I'm saying? And caught up on the Title III federal wiretaps, investigating the Main Street Crips, Main Street Mafia Crips, to be exact. You know what I'm saying? And they do live up to the mafia. So salute to them brothers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna get y'all the work right now. Because it's only one page I need to show y'all this. Hit the like button if you just coming in. You know. These niggas sitting here lying. There was a phone call to Mark Stevens to say that Stutterbox went sour, meaning he's snitching. He went bad, and that the phones is compromised, right? That's all it was. Hold on. Okay, so that wasn't it. That was the work, but that was the other 2 pages. It didn't have the other pages. So that call That person who called Mark Stevens is referred to as confidential source 2 back. So if a nigga call me and tell me that the feds is on my helmet and that my phones is tapped, I'm never gonna forget who the fuck told me that. I'm gonna remember how I felt when my heart went into my stomach, right? Let me make sure y'all seeing what I'm seeing. Oh yeah, y'all ain't even seeing it. Unban you? I don't got you banned, bro. I don't know why the fuck they got Yael banned. I gotta look on this shit. But look, here it go right here. So Dale tells Dog tell Mark Stevens that your boy Box went sour. CS2 Back wants Dale's phone number. Back needs to talk to Dale. It's important. Dale talks about the Box incident, which is Stutterbox getting kidnapped, and Back wanting to talk to Dale. Mafia talk is someone talking too much. Box sound like Back has info on Box. So CS2 Back WACK100 is calling them with info on Box and talk about phone lines being compromised. Box punked the game. 2 messages on Mark's phone. Mark is involved in the gang business and operations. Duke Back is calling on another line. So CS2 Back is also known as the person who calls the whack boy. I ain't helping the whack boy in a minute. That's whack. The police just said it. But yet, we still got the Crip cop defending his daddy. I think them niggas is lovers, bro. That's why Big U had drew the picture of the Crip cop and WACK100 as 2 gay men cutting the line. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to the content. Let's go. Oh, that's not it. My bad. Boom.
You asked me why do I attach that to him. Is you gonna answer your own question because that's disrespectful, or is you gonna allow me to answer that question?
Answer the question.
Now, if you ain't ready for that conversation, maybe you can't handle the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Let me light up a cigarette. So look, bro, I talked to Shaquille O'Neal was the target of that case. The Main Street case, Shaquille O'Neal and Mark Stevens, because allegedly they got Dale Dog to kidnap this nigga off of Sunset. That's what the case was about, the kidnapping of Stutterbox. Right? On that case, WACK100 house was raided. He went and sat down with the feds and talked to the feds. Admittedly, and Greg Caden admitted that they talked.
That nigga didn't do that, man. You can't listen. You can't just make up stuff on people, bro.
Get him on the phone. Listen. Call him on your other phone right now and say, Wack, did you ever go talk to the feds on the 64th floor on Wilshire?
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh.
Call him right now. The fuck you mean, nigga? I ain't gotta lie about this shit. I don't play them games, nigga. This ain't for play.
If you don't have no document, you can say what you want. I can say what I want. If you don't have no documentation showing that, it's wrong for you to say that about somebody, bro. I wouldn't say that about you, bro, unless I have documentation.
Well, I got documentation. Listen, I got documentation from the detective on the date that WACK100 house was raided. 2 days later, which was a Friday, 2 days later, WACK100 went and talked to them on the 64th floor. I can send you all of the texts, nigga. And WACK said that he saved 7 main streets after they raided his house. He went up to the 64th floor and he seen all FBI flat jackets. Nigga, where the fuck you were?
Is a target, which I don't even know if this is even true, and I'm just happy to if you ain't doing nothing illegal and you want to know what's going on, you have nothing to hide. It sounds like that could have possibly happened, but we don't even know if that even.
No, we don't. You don't go set up meetings with the FBI, bro. I don't know where you grew, how you grew up. You don't go to headquarters of the FBI after you were arrested and your house was raided.
When I called my first case, bro, the police came to my house doing an investigation. They said they go by the rules. I couldn't go talk to them no more. They can't come to my house.
You said you couldn't go what?
They can't come to my house.
Okay.
That's just how it goes. So they have.
Them coming to your house. You don't see the difference between them coming to your house and raiding your house, and then you going 2 days later to go talk to them.
When I called the case, they
Greg Caden, listen. WACK100 admittedly went to
talk to them at their office. Like, what the fuck is going on? I had to do that.
Well, no, you didn't have to do that. You could have. Listen. That's where you wrong, right? Look, this is. Hey, look. See, that's how niggas be snitching, right? See, this is the difference. You don't have to do nothing. You can say, I do not wish to waive my Miranda rights. Do what you gonna do, nigga, with what you got. You don't have to do nothing. You sound like you scared of the police.
In my situation, I was on the case by myself, and I don't want my mama's house to get raided. So I had to take that heat off my mama and go turn myself in and say, hey, what the fuck else y'all need? I ain't got nothing in my motherfucking house. This ain't my house. I live with my pops. Woo. Okay, cool. Come turn yourself in. I was trying to avoid that. So if someone goes talk to them people, they probably don't want to compromise their family, bro. I'm just
first his house.
This nigga trying to justify talking to the people, then he gonna deny that WACK even ever talked to the people. When WACK told us he went on the 64th floor, but this nigga, he went himself to go talk to the people. Talk about he didn't want to. Turning yourself in is one thing. You can turn yourself in and keep your mouth closed, nigga. Going to go talk to him and is a different thing. Let's go.
That's apples and oranges. Look, that's apples and oranges. His house already was raided, bro. So he wasn't trying to protect his house. The reason he went to the 64th floor, he says he don't know why he went, but then Greg Caden said it was to try to get information on Suge. That's why they had him come to talk to them.
You can say what you want. I can say what I want. Documentation overrules conversation, bro.
Okay, let me just split screen this using the fancy Opera browser. Yeah,
all right, we're going to go right
link
here.
below to download it for free.
Damu Kiwe.
Everything we ever dreamed.
Let's go.
Well, I got the documentation. I'm gonna send you that. But that's why I call him CS2 back, because that's him on that they talking about on the phone call, trying to get in contact with Del Dog. He admits that. Listen, he admits that, and that person is referred to as confidential source. There's no paperwork in the world that's ever going to have me on a phone call being referred to as a confidential source, nigga. So you keep on riding with that nigga, and when he tell on you, don't be thinking like, oh, because you done crashed out. Oh, Bruce Sims told me this nigga was working.
Okay, let me explain something.
And then
I ain't been in the streets for 9 years. Can't nobody telling me about nothing. Let's say we can eliminate that now. I ain't been in the streets for 9 years.
Well, I can't tell because you like a blind lover, you know, like a baby mom that get pregnant, like you have babies on her like 10 times. Each time you tell her, look, I'm not gonna do it again. I promise. And you go get another girl pregnant and she keep coming back. because no matter what, you advocate on this man's behalf, and you weren't a part of the case. The target, the number one target of the Main Street case was Shaquille O'Neal, Mark Stevens, the investigation, and Dale Dog, bro. Those were the main targets of that case. Of course,
and threw WACK in the mix, and they, you know what? I got the video, bro. When they brought up,
of course you got the video. Listen, I'm talking about in the investigation. Look,
trying to go see.
You want to know who else? You want to know who else was a target on that case?
Nasty word.
Ray J, because he was signed to Deja 34. We got his statement to police. We want to know who else? We got Shaq's statement to police. All of the people, and then DJ K-Slate. Everybody that had to do with that record label, because it all started over a bad business move with the Ray J deal. They hired WACK as Ray J security, so he was involved with Deja 34 as a security for Ray J at the time. He was hired by Mark Stevens, bro. Mark Stevens knows who he was talking to on the phone.
We're gonna talk about.
He said it was WACK. WACK denied it when I bought the paperwork. WACK denied that was him on there because it says CS2 back. But then Greg Caden talked to Scandalous Los Angeles in the interview, and he admitted, I don't think Cash Jones is going to deny that that's him on that call.
Hey, bro.
Obvious. And I can send you that audio.
Ain't nobody believe it.
So when he says he had nothing to do with it, and he was questioned, where's his statement at? Why you think he can't get his statement?
Listen. You can run with that and run your content on that all day like you do every day, which is cool, because don't nobody believe you, bro. You never talk.
Well, no, you must then check out the Mitzi Slick interview, the Second to None interview. You might not have seen the Damu Kiwe Sports Edition with Lozada and Draymond Green. You know, we do a lot of things. But we flame this bitch ass up every chance we get.
Hold on. Why y'all be trying to say that he got a RICO, bro? Y'all know that's some civil shit that got nothing to do with him. Why y'all be saying?
Listen. Okay, let me answer that for you. Because whenever the court or get evidence of a possible crime, they are obligated to refer it to the agencies. This one being a federal civil RICO, alleging is two of them, right? Alleging that he had a smart officer, which is the LAPD, like mental health people that ride around with the LAPD, had the LAPD beat up the white boy because he wanted his shit 1% share in Ray Trolleys, right? He said he alleging that Cash Jones had him beat up by the police, had a smart officer who's in Sleepless in LA on Clubhouse in the 100 room. Well, she not there no more since the RICO came. But look, you asked me a question, let me tell you. So look, once they find evidence, extortion, once they find evidence that a crime possibly could have occurred, they're obligated to refer to the feds. So there is a federal investigation on CS2 back right now in regards to the extortion, in regards to the assault, and even some murder shit they got in it. I got all of the fucking documents, right? Videos and all kind of shit. I got all of the evidence. Then the second one,
federal RICO, bro. He's listed as the manager in
bro. It's a federal RICO investigation. They moved Cash Jones from being just a player on the civil RICO. Look, listen, they moved Cash Jones from being on the bottom of the list as just somebody as part of the suit to the updated filing, which was last month, to where he's the top of the case. Him, the crash officer, and another person I can't remember his name right now. But on top of Ray J, on top of Sonia Norwood, and everybody else. I thought you read paperwork. How you don't know all of this? Then the second RICO, look.
This nigga listed as somebody's manager or some civil shit, bro. Now you talking about some other shit I've never seen.
Listen.
So if you send it to me, we can go.
Of course, you ain't never did no time. So of course, it's gonna be a lot of shit foreign to you. This is out of your league. That's what I was telling you earlier. But look,
on the same shit every day, and once you looked at it, it was no sense to look at it no more because he was listed as a manager of somebody's civil.
Hey, Duse. Let me elaborate something to him real quick. 600. When you say that we was posting the same stuff every day, right? I agree with you. We was. You want to know why? Because a lot of people miss things and they don't know how to read or articulate the paperwork that's being dissected. So you got to take stuff like milk, hold on, bro. Listen, bro.
He's very defensive, bro. You trying to bully?
I didn't cut you off, bro. I didn't cut you off, so stop doing that, bro.
I'm listening.
You actually, so I'm gonna land right now. Basically, those people didn't know how to read the paperwork, so because we were expounded and Deuce was giving like in-depth expounding on it, they needed to learn that every little thing matters, and it was being ran consecutively because a lot of people don't understand. It's like when you go to school, you be taught a certain way, bro. It's a curriculum how to learn. That's the way people understand 600. So that's why we were running the content like that, because even yourself, bro, you don't know how to read paperwork. You don't know how to read paperwork, bro. And it's okay to be wrong sometimes, my nigga. Like, nigga not tripping, but you wasn't right saying that, oh, niggas don't know how to read paperwork. We don't know who CS2 back is. Bro, everything is in chronological order. It's just a lot of information being smushed all together so people can understand that, bro. But he'll send you all the documentation so you can get that. So you can have all that understanding, bro.
And the other one is some fraud shit and wire fraud, and they essentially clone ihiphop.com or one of these sites with 3 million subscribers and all of that shit, and was trying to steal all the information. What they call the you remember the name of the hacking crew that WACK put together? On that one, Yael, I think they were called the
which one was it? Oh, the Glitch. They know how to do all that stuff, the technical stuff, bro. They know how to do all that.
So they hacked into this dude shit, took his money. This is ihiphop.com or some shit like that. But it wasn't just a hack. They cloned it so that they could take his fans, they could take all of his traffic and his business and money. So that's the second RICO. So it's 2 different RICOs, and both of them have, I mean, bro, it probably could take 2 years to go through all of them documents. Literally. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why we was running a marathon on it. I think it was a 7-day marathon. Yeah, and we still got more shit that we still got to update and bring up. And whenever we get more updates from the court, we bring it up.
Or nor do it matter. That's what I think about y'all running y'all content and everything. I wasn't saying that, so you ain't gonna explain why. I was just letting it be known that I noticed y'all kept doing that, and I'm just like, I never paid attention to it no more, because once I first seen that he was on the list as a manager of someone in the civil shit, I said, oh man, what we talking about? So that's why.
Well, no, I think you stopped paying attention because you got a soft spot for CS2 back. Honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. That's what I really believe it is. I think that you.
I thought going back to school to get my education degree would be so expensive, but then I found WGU. Their programs.
We get to the facts of anything and anybody. Once I seen.
So why you didn't get to the facts on Blue Da Vinci? WACK been knew. Bro, I interviewed Jay Diggs, right? When I interviewed Jay Diggs, he didn't diss WACK and nothing. He said, well, I said, why do you think WACK is over there defending Blue Da Vinci that he was bad, right? And he got a safety valve after having a proffer agreement with the DEA, with the feds, the United States Attorney General, Assistant United States Attorney General, and his lawyer. And he said, well, WACK is a smart man. You know what I'm saying? All he got to do is tell Blue to bring the transcripts from his proffer session, right? And WACK went off on him, and that's what started they beef. So that was almost over a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, bro. And that nigga Ben knew that. So as soon as he says, he talks to him and he's out here and he thinks there's some bullshit going on, the same night he go live talking about he's going to expose him. Bro, he been new. You niggas is over there harboring rats.
Hold on.
Nigga, you niggas, why y'all didn't check the paperwork before? Why y'all didn't do the research before? If y'all get straight to it, that's selective politicking because if you thought it was beneficial at the time, you niggas was harboring that nigga.
The first conversation I've ever had, first meeting was 2 days
I'm not saying you. I'm talking about your crew because you said we.
Okay.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your crew. Y'all the exposers. Why y'all ain't checking paperwork, bro?
No, listen, I'm saying.
If you gonna advocate that a nigga ain't a snitch, you gotta do your due diligence and check the paperwork, bro.
My nigga.
Nigga, I done ran to make on Yael. I done ran to make on Papa LQ. I done ran to make on Scanner. I couldn't find nothing on none of them, bro. You can find all of that on Blue that y'all exposing right now. The exact same thing that we brought us 2 years ago with J Diggs, bro. So that's bullshit.
Hey, 600.
So this we might as well get it all out there, right? So when Big U was at the hotel, right?
This nigga right here. Hey, this nigga infatuated with Big U. Hey, you told me you like your father figure. Is that?
He's just like, but you know what? That's cool. I'm not gonna force it on you.
Hey, no, listen. Well, he already answered that we interviewed him. We not here to talk about that. We were talking about when you asked specifically why we be disrespecting you.
About other people who I deal with, I'm asking you about someone that directly is a rap.
No, you asked. Did I ask you anything about CS2 back? Wait. Only questions I asked you, and we recording it. Look, and we recording it, right? Only thing I asked you was about Christopher Lovejoy, 600. You asked me why do I keep calling him CS2 back, and then that's when I explained and went to him. I never brought that nigga up. I don't want to bring him up till I see that nigga and I'm going to his chin. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I already know what it is. But I'm going to tell you this. I lied to you earlier. There's another reason why I'll be disrespecting you on the line with what you take is disrespect. Because I enjoy trolling you also. It's really fun. You know? I ain't going to lie.
Hey, 600. It's the real 600.
Huh?
I said, I know if I see you, you ain't going to have the same energy.
You said, when you see me have the same energy?
I said, I don't take it no mind because it's all entertainment. Because I know when I see you in person, you're not going to have that same energy.
No. Look. Because you be playing with these guns. I love my life. So when I see you, I know how to handle that. You know, I was a bank robber, right? So look, I know how to control the situation, right? So what I told you what I was going to do. I'm going to draw down on you. Disarm you, put my pistol away, and then see where your energy at. And then we can talk like that. If you ain't tripping, then I ain't tripping. But nigga, I'm not finna play no step draw and all of that. I'm 100. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm security first.
He don't even have a gun.
Hey guys, we got a truckload of magic. What would you like to make disappear? All that.
You're right, I don't.
Blood in the chat.
You're right, I don't. Hey, you know what? On that one, I'm so glad I didn't call you for my phone number. See, that's the type of shit that gets you called the Crip cop, my nigga. Why would you ask? I could get one. When I'm in LA, I guarantee you, when I get to LA, that I'm going to find one just because I know you keep playing with these motherfucking guns like you the only one that got access to one. So I'm going to make sure that if I do see you, I draw down, disarm you, and then from there, neither one of us got to go to jail. It's going to be what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do that with your boss, but that bitch ass nigga turned down the fade.
That's going to be it?
Huh?
You think if someone
You said what?
That's gonna be it?
No. Once I pull the gun on you, listen. When I draw down and disarm you, after that, it's gonna be whatever. I'm gonna put my gun up too. I ain't no coward. I ain't afraid of no phase. I don't turn down nothing but my thumbs.
You don't even own a gun.
You know what I'm saying? I don't own no gun. Can't own no gun. But nigga, I don't believe. Look, I don't believe in the law. First and foremost, I'm anti-government. And then when you talking about flashing shit and all of that, when I'm in LA, you best believe that I'm gonna protect me and mine by any means necessary. I didn't say I'm finna come gunning you because I could have been did that if that's what I was on, but I'm gonna protect me and mine. You know what I'm saying? And live with the consequences. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm standing on everything that I stand on. But personally, nah, you jumped in some shit you didn't know what was going on. And it became fun trolling you because you like the gift that keep giving. You, Luce Cannon. Luce Coochie is the weakest link. He want to be.
Luce Cannon slander.
Quads only. What up?
Okay, but listen, he admitted that he boo-booed. So we say loose bowels. We'll say loose bowels, right? Loose bowels Candy, right? Now you know there's work on him. Look, you know there's work on him. First of all, the nigga from the IE, nigga, you didn't even know that nigga. You ain't never met that nigga till after you met WACK, right?
If it was work,
what junior high school he went to then? Wait, what junior high school? Wait, what junior high school he went to? Did he go to Crenshaw with you? Did he go to Taft? Did he go to Gardena, Lusinger, in Dorsey, any school in the LA Unified School District with you?
Duse.
Have you ever been have you ever been in the fronts with him? Have you ever been in the overheels with him? See, that's what I'm saying, bro. You know damn well that nigga. But okay, give him whatever you want to give him. But nigga, we interviewed the homie Barson. Look, we interviewed the homie Barson Rick. Look, we interviewed Brazy Rick from Barson. We interviewed Lady Fino, right?
Yeah, we bodied
Brazy Rick, the nigga he tried to line up with the money, say DEA evidence on it. And then the other nigga got caught, but Rick jumped off the freeway and got away. And he tried to do the same thing to Lady Fino, and she didn't take the money. You said, what? You never heard of it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a nigga from Barson Piru. Look, it's a nigga from Barson Piru that used to live with Luce. Luce tried to lie and say he didn't live with him. Gigi admitted that he did live with him, right?
Okay,
the nigga first.
All I'm saying is this, right?
Gigi is Luce Cannon's legal wife till today, bro.
Okay, all you gotta do is supply the paperwork, bro. If somebody told, if it's me, Luce, or WACK ever told, that shit would be all over the internet, bro.
We gonna get you that. We gonna get you that. But just know everybody ain't lying, especially on the nobody ass nigga like Luce. Luce ain't nobody, bro. That nigga ain't even from the land.
I've never heard nobody lie and say that it was no paperwork. And say it was paperwork.
Oh, well, that's what. We'll send you the. We'll send you the interview.
I thought they would put the paperwork out if it was paperwork on. I've never even heard nobody say no paperwork on.
Well, the two of the niggas don't want to bring out the paperwork because the other niggas got away, right? So they basically didn't want to make it hot and all of that type of shit because niggas is still within the statutes and limitations, right? But
how to find the right car for you. Go to cars.com. Look at the car you like.
But I'm gonna get that paperwork, and then the other shit with Lady Fino, we don't know the Mexican that went to jail that night, but the nigga Luce Cannon tried to get her to take the money and involve her when really she was just riding with the nigga. The nigga said, here's the money. Like, that ain't my money. No, I'm supposed to meet you. Nigga, you ain't supposed to meet me. That night the nigga went to jail.
Like, we can all just make up a story, bro.
So But yeah, the nigga Luce Cannon, though, ask Luce Cannon who is Crazy Rick. When he tells you he don't know him, I'm gonna send you the 2 different videos.
I'm gonna be real with you.
They're in the club.
When stuff hit my table,
I
it
got
never
pictures
reaches
too.
the team, bro.
Right.
Never.
But when he
like
tells
this conversation will never reach.
He don't know Crazy Rick, I'm gonna send you the videos with him and Crazy Rick at a concert. Him and Crazy Rick at a club.
That call I made, they calling back. Hold on. Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was I saying?
No, you was deflecting, but look. Let me ask you this. How you feel about Demon Time playing the recording of Luce Cannon saying that you won some 60s?
I don't feel no way. Number one, I haven't seen that. But I wouldn't feel no way about nobody saying it like that because I got a whole bunch of people saying where I'm from, where I'm not from, and my history is cemented.
But I thought you just said that's your man, no Luce Cannon. See, that's where that's the second time you let me down too, 600. Because the first time you let me down, I said,
whatever he said, I'm sure he can say it twice. Whatever he said to him, I'm sure he know they was recording. Just like I know y'all recording right now. It's all good.
He didn't know the nigga Demon Time was recording. Demon Time was going rogue at that time. But now he believes the CS. Now he okay, but look, this is where you let me down twice, right? I was cheering you on, right? I said, when Spider Load, right now you just let me down because I thought that, you don't pick and choose, and you would have asked them, hey, bro, you said I won some 60s, and then
you telling me, am I mad at a man telling another man something about me? I'm absolutely not mad at nobody.
Not a man, your man's. Not a man. A nigga, you just said your man's Luce Cannon. No Luce Cannon slims.
Reason. Whatever he told him, which I haven't heard, is for his own reason.
So you just say anything, ass nigga. For your friends, they can just treat you anyway. All right, cool. But the first time you let me down.
So whatever he told another man.
The first time you let me down, man. I know how much of a clout chaser you is, right? So I said, I know you clout chase.
I'm one of the best to do it and get away with. No. I'm one of the best, but I'm the best to do it and get away with. Fact.
Hey, well, you very evasive. I'll give you that. But look, you definitely ain't pulling up because I could get Big U on the phone right now and y'all can get that out one-on-one. But I don't believe you're going to pull up because you let me down the first time. Huh?
You said what? I just called Big U about an hour ago. I was alive and answered. You got my number.
No, I seen you call. He not going to answer your call. But if you tell me right now that you want that one-on-one fade, nigga, I know Big U would feel disrespected if somebody jumped in the fade when he want to handle his business with a nigga that disrespected him. Nigga, I get that nigga on the phone, nigga, and he'll knock your ass out.
Deuce, respectfully. I don't need anyone else, especially for
bro, you know that nigga's a 5th-degree black belt, bro.
To get Big U, to get Big U to pull up on me. Now, say what you just say? You said black belt.
Yeah, nigga.
Hey.
You don't know that?
Okay, dude. So let me explain something to you, bro.
A boxer versus a mixed martial art, an elite, and then you weren't even a good boxer. The white boy punched you in the gut. You took
the boxing. I've been around that motherfucker for a long time. Ain't no nigga can tell you that they got with me.
He already put you in that lock.
Listen,
you told me about that.
Listen, I've been around that motherfucker all my life. Ain't no nigga tell you that they got me from the shoulders, bro. It ain't happening.
Bro, okay. You don't gotta say that you lost. I met a lot of people like that take losses, but you even took the loss with the white boy law. But let me tell you about the first time you let me down. I said,
man, it's a fake fight for a TV show. Dude, it's like, come on, man.
Listen, you ain't on that. I already knew that. But look, the first time you let me down, right?
Not one of my opponents. That was not a real fight.
Look. The first time you let me down,
Oh, wow.
She's been looking for an insight in that data forever.
Oh. Hi.
I'm gonna find
Did
it.
you tell her about Sassfire?
Let's hit that like button, share, tell a friend. Y'all in here getting the content from Most Scandalous Los Angeles. It's the Don Duse. I hope everybody enjoying themselves as we make mockery of Slow Boy, Christopher Lovejoy.
Here, turns out in your neck of the woods, I said, this nigga Lovejoy gonna be able to go viral. He gonna be able to get his phase out the way with he gonna be able to get his phase out the way with Spider and Big U, and then the nigga gonna be able to get them chili cheese fries again. This nigga finna go out the stratosphere. I'm betting on you, and you let me down, man. I said, I thought this nigga really stood on
If I
business,
want to go
man.
get some chili cheese fries in the morning, bro, there's no one gonna.
No, you don't. Nigga, when the last time you did a video over there? Nigga, you don't even be over there like that. Nigga, you drive through, skating through behind tinted windows. Nigga, you ain't hopping out. You ain't hanging with nobody. And that's cool if that's what you gonna do. But at the same time, you can't be talking like you King Kong and you the king of the 60s. That shit is hypocritical. That shit is an oxymoron, bro.
And if I don't go somewhere, it's by choice. If I go by myself.
No, I know you choose not to do it. How Kitty Cat told us that you real scared. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
So you paranoid, you thought she was setting you up. You thought she was trying to line you up.
Huh? What we talking about?
How Kitty Cat?
What about
her? Nigga, she already told us that you pick and choose where you want to go because you real scary and paranoid, and you think Big U sent her to get you and all of that shit.
Nowhere, bro. She's never been with me nowhere.
I don't know about that, bro.
What that means.
That one, bro. You can't.
Never been in my car.
I got pictures. I got pictures of y'all out, bro. Hey, I got pictures of y'all out. Stop lying, bro. It's my fucking thumbnail.
You have a picture of me on the opposite side of her with her photographer, the dark skin guy. That's it.
A picture with you and her. No, I got a picture with you and her. Another picture with you and her in the house, and then I got pictures of you with the crazy girl. What's the crazy girl name, Yael?
I think her name Brittany or Queen D or something like that. I don't know. This
Queen of the West. She say she the Queen of the West.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that's another situation that I've never been nowhere.
I even got a picture of you and your snow bunny, man. I even got a picture of you and your snow bunny.
This is all my exes. Look, you know what's crazy? I guess two of my exes, right? I don't even be on Facebook, right? I don't know if it was y'all or somebody else, right? They start cutting and pasting. Them bitches start emailing like, hey, I'm with some drama. That's what you got going on. All them exes that y'all be seeing on there. Like, y'all.
No. We don't do no cutting pasting, my nigga. We got our receipts in the Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Where y'all got it from? The bitches sent me a picture 3-4 years ago saying that I'm with all these different bitches now. I went down the drain. Them two bitches you just named, I said, bro, listen, man, I don't have nothing to do with that. Go in there and get your passwords and take me off all that shit. But all them bitches, you ain't got no picture with me with them bitches in public, bro.
Bro, I got picture with you with Hot Kitty Cat in public, bro. I got pictures of you in the house with the crazy girl, and then you was standing outside the house with the white girl in the background. So
hey, bro, you fucking with crazy bitches, bro? He like
the Mountaineers, man. He like the Mountaineers, man.
To answer your question, I mean, I just make the bitches go crazy. That's really what it is.
Nah, bro, you like...
I just make the bitches go crazy.
600. Hey, 600. I gotta ask you a question, bro. And you gotta keep it 100. You gotta keep it 100 with me, bro. You gotta keep it 100, bro. Listen, you know we be going live, right? I be doing these voices, right? Hey, don't I sound like you?
I ain't heard it.
Yeah, you captain. Hey, hold on. Hey, love boy, why you trying to say? Watch this. Hey, no, watch this. We gonna have them go into it.
Bullshit.
Hey, we gonna have them go into it. Hey, love boy, why you trying to lie like you wasn't going out with them girls and all of that, huh?
No. Hey, listen. I never had sex with the one. Hey, she cool. But I'm trying to tell you.
That shit do sound like it. Hey, look.
Skip the rental counter with Turo. Rent just about any car, just about anywhere.
Conversation.
No, see, that girl Kitty was so mad. We've never been nowhere, bro. So, if I got someone paying me, how is that content if someone's paying me? Now, if y'all say,
hey, nobody know, bro. Wait. That's killing shoe pimping. Hey, look, let me lace you with some game, right? That's killing shoe pimping, right? A nigga ain't finna get $40 from nobody, bro. $40 from nobody, bro. Nigga was breaking on bitches, nigga, for racks. Like, bitch, you can't even come sleep in the bed with me unless you got 1,100. Yeah,
that's what I do. But what I'm saying, listen.
Nah, nigga, you $40. We got some receipts, my nigga. $40.
That's all she got, send it. Hold on, I can send you screenshots right now. So my bad. Go ahead, bro. $2 off 50 times.
Hey, 600. Hey, 600, look. Hey,
I'm gonna send you right now while you're on the phone. You think I'm bullshit?
Nah, bro. That's all you accepted it. Look, bro. A female is gonna give you dictate the terms. Listen, go ahead, yeah. He almost made me tap back into my ism, man. I'm a homebody with my Maria, my nigga. I don't need no other women. All right, listen. He talking about some.
Can I send this to? Yes, send you, Yael.
I'm listening to you, 600. Listen, I'm saying, listen, Duse, you a witness, bro. I can show you $500 cash apps, right?
Hold on. Give me a number. Hold on. Give me a number to send this to right quick. I want to show you something. What number?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Duse?
Any of y'all, so y'all can send it together.
Send it to y'all.
Bro, why you want to send it? Why you want to?
Nah, nigga, put your ass to work, nigga.
What's your number, y'all? The 22671?
Nah, it's 424. 323.
Hold on. 323.
481. 2267. Man, you have my number before, bro.
That's what I said. 2267.
Oh man, this nigga
He's a script artist.
You be capping. That's why I ain't even paying you no attention, man. You be capping too much.
Hey,
all right, what am I saying?
Why did you try to get me to incriminate the power root niggas that got you for that, what you call it, when I just said some Inglewood Bloods, and then you like trying to act like it was the family, and you knew it wasn't the families. I knew it wasn't the family.
I never act like, look, we ain't incriminating nobody. Ain't nobody never catching no case. Even if I was, nigga, I said. I didn't even want to say what hood. That was stolen over 8-9 years ago, bro.
But you could have just kept it a buck, like, yeah, nigga, that's the game. Nigga, it's ups and downs. Sometimes, nigga, you got. They book you for 90 days.
Inglewood families robbed me, bro. I got niggas from Inglewood families I fucked when I got a lot of respect.
No, look.
I ain't never been robbed by the
look, listen. I said Inglewood families because I didn't want to say the hood who really booked you. Nigga, dead homies, ride dogs for families already told. Listen, bro, on the dead homies, look, on the dead homies, ride dogs for family had already told me that was your guy, and he didn't have no issues with you. So I knew it wasn't the families. I just said Inglewood families because I didn't want to say what hood and put all that on the internet. all you had to do was like, I got booked, but it wasn't a families, nigga. You don't know what you're talking about. Nigga, it happened.
The way you was putting it was like it was them, and then on top of that, ain't no nigga rob you, do that. I mean, if a nigga run off or something, bro, that's pennies on a dollar. Take it, my nigga.
Look, 90 bands, if 90 bands a penny, look, if 90 bands is a penny on the dollar while you popping that big shit, let me hold 100,000 since you got $1 million deal, nigga.
If you was on our side, you would have access to that. Yeah. Did you get that?
Nah, nigga, I ain't know your side, nigga. I'm on my side, nigga. What you mean? See, why do y'all be look? Why do y'all be running with that narrative? Like I'm on Big U side. I support Big U. He's a leader within our community. Positive with the kids. A father figure to kids that don't got. Look, bro. A father figure that to kids who don't have fathers, bro. And he was a father figure to you. You told me that, bro. I support Big U because of that and because that paperwork don't stick. Nigga, I ain't do Sims to dime. Yeah, we all bosses, bro. Ain't no big eyes to little you.
Okay, did Yael get that text? Is he on the phone still?
Yeah, bro. It was $200. She sent you $200, bro?
No, she sent $100. She sent dollars. So send that to him so he can see what I'm saying.
Oh no, I see what you're saying. She said dollar, and the equivalent, it came up to $200.
No. That's just $200 I already had in my cash app. It probably came up to like $100 or $80. She was just sending. This was like different days. Send me $1. Call me back. Call her. I'm like just thirsty shit, bro. So this.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen. She sent you $dollar. I told the bitch it costs 2 bands just to shake my hand. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, she can't. I can't even talk, bro, unless she got that walk. You understand me?
You see, she had to keep on calling, right? You see, she had to keep sending, right?
I see $200, bro, that you said you already had, and all them ones added up to $100, bro. So, okay, you know.
We still listen to some pimping. Hey,
I'm sending it to you now, dude. Hold on.
You gotta get it how you live, man. I ain't gonna knock your hustle, right? You gotta get it how you live. I ain't gonna knock your hustle, man. But she gonna bring you whatever you accept. If you wouldn't have accepted that because it wasn't enough, nigga, she would have found the way and got you what you wanted her to bring. That's
No. Listen, I don't want it.
Homies.
I don't want it. So she doesn't even have my phone number. I just didn't block it from the cash app, but I'm not going to find out the money. It's a whole bunch of talking about send me a number. I got emails. So there's no way to get in contact with me, bro. This is just like weird. So I take that.
Well, that's one point.
I'm hungry. Just send me something. I need some watermelon. I need Starbucks.
That's one brownie point that you gonna get. I don't want to give you shit, but that's one brownie point you gonna get. You ain't never exposed that shit publicly, even though we did the interview with another girl. I don't do that messy shit with dick and pussy shit with females either. So I'm gonna give you that one. You didn't go that route.
Excuse me. Have you heard of this company?
Yes, I've seen you guys on the street before.
We are going to come surprise you.
You tried to talk about her wig, but you didn't expose
I didn't even talk about nothing. I talked to her recently, right? I'm like, listen, it didn't benefit me none to tear you all the way down. I can tell y'all some stuff, y'all be like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever she said and lies she said didn't affect none I had going on, bro. So it didn't even make a difference.
Now, she didn't say no lies. She didn't say no lies. She was real truthful. She was hurt. I could tell that she was scoring because she obviously was feeling you. And, but her brothers and them weren't feeling you. They said that, I talked to one of her brothers. He said you was acting paranoid and scared when you met him.
I mean,
so that's how I knew it was more serious than you was letting know.
Huh?
Because that's how I knew it was more serious than you was letting know. She done took you to mom's house and to eat and meet her brothers and all that. So I knew it was more than what you was letting know. So you was trying to downplay it but it was a little more. It didn't get too far because it was so short of a time.
I thought you had some ism, bro. Like, come on, are we speaking from a square?
No, I'm a square now. I'm a square now. I ain't got no more.
Okay, but have you ever?
We go to work every day, bro. We go to work, real jobs.
So I mean, listen, I'm not down and around no more either, but I still have my same principles, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
you can't stand on your same. You can't stand on the same principles fucking with CS2.
But y'all,
You can't,
y'all gotta be
you can't, bro. Stop it, bro. You can't, bro. Stop.
No documentation tying him to that name.
Bro, I sent you it, bro. Where the fuck is my charger, man? Hey, bro, you deflecting, bro. Yeah, he deflected.
Hey, deflecting, bro. That shit ain't cool. You ain't keeping it 100, 600.
He can't keep it 100 if you ain't even keeping it 100, bro.
You don't want to listen to the truth, bro.
How does y'all listen to it? How does y'all even?
You got my charger?
You said what?
How does y'all even meet that?
No, I was talking to Maria.
No, I was asking 600. You said, what'd you say, 600?
I said, how does y'all even meet that, bro?
And she was on the in our inbox talking about some you, nigga. She started talking about you.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't know her.
That had me blocked. She's our bitch like this, right? She's on all the internet shit. Like, she's looking at everything, everybody talking into all this shit, right? So we got into it a few times because she's on all this shit. She watches every live, bro. Like, she goes crazy. I'm like, bitch, that's just entertainment. What's wrong with you?
No, she seen you was at your Snow Bunny house. She was doing her detective work. That's what that was.
Look. It's this one Airbnb, and I'm over there now where I got guys about a night, right? And for some reason, this spot got all pink appliances, right? So she'll hit me, and this is where I see a lot of my videos at. So she'll say, you at a girl house because why I got all pink appliances? It came fully furnished like that, right? And I said, look, go look at all my old videos. That's the same spot. So she goes crazy and looking at the comments, and she starts saying, that's a girl house. I looked up this, I looked it up. That's the one.
Yeah, I told you that's what it was.
T-Mac, what up?
Because this spot is on Airbnb.
Yeah, I told you that's what it was.
With some Airbnbs together. I'm like, this bitch is weird.
Damn, she was your Airbnb plug, and she wanted to be the wifey and only see you a dollar at a time, man.
No. She was trying to get the Airbnb game. She was paying for Airbnbs. She was trying to get the game. I never gave her the game. The one time I was going to bring her to the spot way out the way, she was like too far. I said, man, I'm not about to do all this driving. You're doing too much. You feel me?
So why you trying to act like she was lying about you driving and living in your brother Priest?
How can my big ass live in a car, bro?
Hey, that thing is so embarrassing. I was like, no, not that big ass.
How can I live?
Hey, I'm 240, 5'11", and you like 6-something, 300 or something. Almost, I said that nigga can't be living in the Prius. But she said your clothes, everything was up in there. You pillar the post, man. But it happened. We done all been up and down.
Listen. We ain't even gotta argue about no goofy shit like that. If I keep all my cars is like that, bro. I got shit all in the car because when I be going places, I be all over the place. Bro. So when I don't want to wash, I keep clothes in there, bro. That's just how I go. I might get a security gig. I might work out in the morning.
Look, so 600. Fuck all of that. I don't even care about the freaking pussy shit, right? Let me tell you this, right? Why don't you just go ahead and get that fade out the way with Big U, so that you be smooth? You know he don't carry guns. You know.
Let me explain something. Big U don't want to fight you,
bro. Listen, Big U will fight you because I talked him into not going to jail, bro. When that up with your G homie, listen.
I gotta
because I'm finna tell you, because you think you know, but you ain't even in the thing. When your G homie called, he was hot at the niggas that was feeding it to you, utilizing you as a crash dummy, because he knew you was just hurt. And so he was wanting to go somewhere else with you. I told him it ain't worth going to jail. Get the fade out the way. Get the apologies out the way. Talk about it and leave that shit the fuck alone. This shit is all on the internet. This is, and he said, you know what?
Anybody can go another way with it, bro.
Huh?
Anybody can go a whole nother way with it. It don't stop on it. That's not one-sided. Anybody go that route. What I'm saying is this. It's been a few occasions we spoke mutually through our mutual homies. And dude do not want to fight.
How long ago was that? How long ago was that?
With some money. And said, we fight regular sanction squabble or some celebrity type shit. He turned down neither one.
No, he ain't gonna do no celebrity type shit.
I'm not the one who offered the celebrity type shit. I never offered that. His offered that type of shit. I'm not.
Nah, he ain't doing no celebrity fights. Period.
Aside from the situation when you said that he told you, which was true, that he don't want to fight me, he want to fight whoever sees me, everything. No, it was another situation.
He didn't never say he didn't want to fight you. What he said was, nah, nigga, I want that the niggas that's feeding them that bullshit about him. That's what he said. His focus and anger was on them.
I got the homies who was there.
Welcome to the Nike Hyperized Thermal Lab. Subject number 5, Jaden Daniels.
And I'm nigga 2 blocks away. Before he even pulled up, niggas called me and said, hey, where you at? Nigga, I'm right here, what up? Hey, man, nigga, about to
you sure that's just not what you wanted to believe and how you wanted to interpret it?
I'm telling you, the homies called me because the homies been telling me, nigga, you gotta do something. You can't be doing all this internet shit. Cuz about to pull up, so I'm about to let you know what's happening. I said, for sure, nigga, I'm right here at Blue Spot. What's happening? Let me know. Cuz pulled up and said, nigga, I don't want to fight that nigga. So it was another situation when the homie said, what's up? Y'all got to get in at some point. Cuz say, nah, he ain't on my level. That nigga don't get to fight me. He in a win-win situation. That's what he told the other.
I never heard that. I don't believe that.
You didn't hear that.
But listen,
sure you didn't, bro.
That's your story. It's always a two-way street.
Listen,
it's always a two-way street. It's your story, his story, and then it's the truth. But I don't keep it 100. I don't believe it. Yeah, me neither. But look, this is what I am gonna say.
Let's just say this, bro.
Look,
I'm not no
look.
It's not physically.
You said you ain't no buster?
And that's understandable.
Wait, you said what?
He's not physically ready to fight me. And that's understandable.
You crazy as a Bessie bug. Hey, this nigga crazy. Hey, this internet shit that drove you crazy. Look, because he definitely called you out for that fame, and you didn't want to fight him, and then you said because he was a father figure. So if he's a father figure, you could have pulled up to that same spot and had that same issue you brought to the internet and got it out the way.
Pussy police.
The shit you saying brought to the internet, number one, he recorded that shit and he put that shit on the internet. He started that group.
He never put nothing on the internet, bro. Except when he marked you out on the side of the house.
Okay, I'm about to explain that situation right now. There was some shit going on in my
I'm about to explain that situation right now. How you explain
so
getting
he likes
marked
to
out?
call homies with 5 or 6 niggas on the phone. For whatever reason, he does that. So they call me with this goofy shit. Niggas get to popping it. I said, no. What niggas at, bro? I'm about to pull up.
He said,
I'm
march him up.
Nigga, I'm about to be there right now. I said, say no more, nigga. I'll be there in 10 minutes. As soon as I pull up, that nigga pull up by himself too. We go straight to the back. He like, nigga, what's up? I'm like, nigga, what you mean? Come on. I said, nigga, I'm not here to fight you, nigga. Nigga, what them busters that was on that phone? So once we talked about why I was there, he determined I was not there to fight him. So there was not a turn down.
Well, no, that's still a turn down. Niggas talk about that after the fade.
Not a turn
down. Hey, niggas gonna get that out the way and then figure that out later. But look, first,
if he wanted to fight me, he would have fought. He didn't want to fight me. He thought I wanted to fight him.
Hey, answer. So why would you believe that he wouldn't fight you one-on-one now? But that just goes. That's kind of that's not congruent with your later assessment. Ain't nothing changed. It's the niggas look at you the same way. But look, let me ask you this question. Wait, you can tell me after I ask you this question because I don't want to forget. Right?
Okay, go.
So y'all had a group text, and he put a picture in the group text of two gay men cutting the line. He put 600 and WACK100 over the thing, and in the.
So this nigga Big U posted a picture of two gay men mowing the line. And he put WACK100 over one and 600 over the other one. And after he did that, that's when he pulled up thinking Love Boys was going to want to fight. But Love Boys didn't want to fight after nigga called him gay. Listen to this shit. He admitted.
And you didn't want to fight him? Oh, you don't remember that? How you wouldn't remember?
No. Your phone went out. You said he put the gay niggas on the text and the video and my name on it, right? Now what was you said after that?
You and WACK100, gay niggas, he cutting the line.
He put our names on some niggas' pictures who was mowing the line. I remember that. Now what'd you say after that? I didn't hear you.
I remember that. Hold up.
So after he
put some gay niggas that was mowing the line and put my name and WACK100 name. I remember that. But you pulled up after that and didn't want to fight with this nigga calling you and WACK100 homosexuals, bro. Weird.
Put your name and WACK100 name, cutting the line, the two gay niggas. You pulled up over there and you didn't want to fight him, even though he put that in the text. And you want us to believe that he's afraid to fight you now? It just don't add up.
No. That's not from that. That's not why I pulled up. That's a whole different situation. That was around that time, but that's not why we pulled up. He should be able to tell you it was people on the phone. We're not talking about text messages, bro. It was a phone call.
No, he told me what it was about. He told me why he called you out for the fame. Because he thought you was pulling up to fame because he put that called y'all gay. And the fact that you didn't want to fight him even when he...
That's on him. That ain't even, I wasn't even on that because we had a whole conversation.
So are y'all really gay?
About some whole different shit. So that ain't... If that was about that...
Are y'all really gay?
I told niggas who was on the phone, where y'all at? Y'all niggas is popping. And he knows this.
Okay.
So that's your question, why you saying why it's changed different now. He knew I wasn't there to fight him. But those are his tactics.
No, he didn't know that until after y'all talked.
No. He knew damn well why I was there coming. But he likes to do these tactics when he wants to like the buster, bro. It's just those tactics he do to make it seem like he's tough.
How do he seem like a buster if he pulling up by himself calling the nigga out for a fake?
Listen to me, bro.
That sounds like man-to-man shit. I'm just saying.
I've been in situations years before him. And I've called that nigga out.
Nice man, Fabio. I said, are you guys gay?
You said you called who out for a squabble?
When I called Big U out for a squabble, we went to the park. Did he tell you about that? At Ladera Park?
Hell no.
Okay, so look. So ask him about that. I also asked that nigga when he was out of town. And he marked out one of my homies. And I pulled that nigga to the side and asked that nigga what I whispered in his ear, nigga. I said, nigga, I ain't scared of you, nigga. And that nigga said, oh, I know. So this is years before that.
What do that got to do? Wait, that's a passive-aggressive ass shit. You know I ain't scared of you. Okay?
No,
you ain't got to be scared of me to get knocked out.
I let that nigga know while he marking one of my homies out. Like, bro,
why is you trying to prove yourself in 40?
Yeah, he hates himself.
Hey, wait. 600, this some serious shit.
I wanted him to know I pulled him to the side. And put my arm around
all the big you shit aside, right? All the big you shit aside. Why are you still trying to prove yourself at 40? doing graffiti on the wall. Like, that's the shit niggas do at 13, 14.
Bro, let me explain something to you, bro. Jaws was in jail a lot of part of my career, bro. When he came home, like, I wasn't in no rush to meet the nigga, bro. The homies was telling me about that nigga, bro. I'm like, and I finally went to go meet him, like, in what, like 2008. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to meet the nigga like that. So that's how that happened.
So, but you met him and y'all had some kind of relationship. I know you was coming with your.
I'm alone. What you mean? I'm with the spottle. I got the bag. I can pull up. I can get the resources. I got all the little homies at the time.
No. He told me you play like you wait. No, he told me you're resourceful, but he also told me that you the one that did that nigga Nipsey dad like that, and now you over there trying to act like you was all pro Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, why you do that, nigga?
Number one, I ain't just dad like nothing. And number two, I ain't never said I was pro Nipsey.
And so you didn't take the bat. So you didn't take the bat from his pops when he brought the bat out.
I mean, I don't remember that. If I did, I'm defending myself and they come out with a bat, bro.
And you didn't hit that nigga or Black Sam.
No, come on, man.
Man, you capping, man. Hey, this over with, man. This nigga, he gonna lie now. Hey, enjoy your evening. We got the content. That nigga Love Boy was dumb as a sack of bricks, man. Nigga run circles around these peons. Speed on before you get peed on, peon. The Crip cop is a straight buster thugless. So there was a lot to take away from him not having a problem with Big U calling him and WACK100 gay. You know what I'm saying? That kind of that was crazy to me. Like, you talk about fighting these other niggas, this nigga is publicly calling you gay and you don't want no fade. Call you out for a fade and you duck it. So 600 will call Big U out for a fade but pull a gun on Big Cat. Right. 600 is a liar. He went looking for Big U to meet him. Yes, he did. He was already working. LA Forest Channel. What damn homies? Who's? Ooh, we got the content. Yeah, he a big goofy. Everybody busted. He don't want that smoke. He swings with his head. He knows he ain't a match. Yeah, he don't want that smoke. That nigga's just popping it. This is what goes on the internet nowadays. So earlier we talked about that paperwork. We're going to try to get to that real quick, and then we're going to bring this one to an end. This already went a little longer than I wanted to, but since Scandalous Los Angeles and the Union heard my complaints, I better play it before they complain about me.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. It looks like we really got the Rainbow Rat Pack upset with us. CS2back just slapped us with 3 copyright strikes on the main YouTube channel. It seems he's not too pleased about us exposing him and outsmarting him to the tune of $2,000. It's clear we've been hurting these guys. If we can make a man wake up on Father's Day and think about our YouTube channels before he thinks about his family, then that means we're doing one hell of a job. But we didn't come here to speak about Porky today. Today, we came to talk about his protege, Mr. Fat and Flabby himself, Lieutenant Officer Loves Boys.
The hip-hop Crip Cop.
Yes, today we're going to do a full recap on the hip-hop Crip Cop. I know it might seem old and repetitive, but if we don't consistently remind the people, you guys might forget what's going on.
Who is Edward
Now, before
Green?
we look at all of the police activity that seems to follow Mr. Love Handles wherever he goes, I want to get a few things clear. As entertaining as all this shit is, I strongly advise you guys not to ignore the seriousness of what's happening in front of you. Men like Big U, Big Cat, Melly Mel, Cartoon, Cappuccino, Baby Gangster, just to name a few, are all elders of ours, old enough to be a lot of our fathers, men with multiple children and grandchildren. It's our jobs to protect them. Now, Melly Mel is a 65-year-old great-grandfather that carries himself as such on social media. To be honest, I don't even think I've ever heard Melly Mel say a cuss word. Listen to how comfortable the Rainbow Rat Ringleader and federal informant CS Tubac is disrespecting somebody's great-grandfather.
What you mean? You ask, you a Crip, nigga. Ask about a Paru, nigga, that don't even know you, and you running content. I could have did something to you, bro.
You want ads that drive results. That's why we built Roku Ads Manager. Sign up at ads.roku.com.
I don't know nothing about all
Stop
that,
dreaming,
bro.
start booking. Your next trip is just a deal away.
That's
on
something you
Priceline.
talk to him about.
I could have did something to you, bro, and you wasn't ready, nigga. You wasn't ready, nigga. Oh, Paru, you wasn't ready. You was nice as a, you would have said anything out of line, I'd have knocked your ass out.
I ain't hard to find. I'm 65 years old, bro. 65 years old. And now you want to try to come get stripes off an old man like me? I'm a great grandfather, bro.
Then we got lying-ass Lucy Coochie the Goofy. This clown claims to be 6 years younger than Little Bow Wow and a year younger than Soulja Boy, but some kind of way he managed to bring all the Crips to Suge Knight and Death Row Records back in 1991. This is why Scandalous calls him the Lion King. So back in May, the Lion King thought it would be a good idea to call Big Cartoon and secretly record their phone conversation. Cartoon is also in his 60s and is also a grandfather, another man who we've never heard utter a cuss word on his platform. On that phone call, Lucifer took that opportunity to disrespect Cartoon in the worst way.
I'm gonna speak on anything I said about 600. That's what I'm gonna speak on. Anything else, cause I'm not gonna speak on it. Yeah, okay, well, just make sure Cartoon, from this point, you don't speak on 600 because that's not your business. Okay, if 600 stay out my set, I won't never speak on it. All right, you know what I'm saying? Once 600 come to our hood, then it becomes my business. Like I said, I spoke to 600. He called me. I didn't call him. He called me. So tell him, don't, if that's the case, if that's the feelings and emotions you have on it, don't get on the phone and tell me that don't talk about 600, because I'm going to talk about whoever I want to talk about. But I didn't call him. Tramp, nigga. Neighborhood Crip, nigga. Fuck Tramp, nigga. You want to go there, nigga? Crip Street, nigga.
There you
Who
go.
the fuck you think you talking to, nigga?
There you go.
Buster ass nigga. You way in Alabama, nigga.
There you go.
There's 10 of y'all niggas that's still out in the park, nigga.
Let's not forget about Big Cat. Big Cat is a 65-year-old father and grandfather. One morning, while walking into a donut shop in his neighborhood, Cat was confronted by a scared, nervous, fat, flabby, and fidgety Officer Love's boys clutching his registered weapon.
So somebody hit the Mega Millions. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Coming in the donut shop.
Oh, what's happening, nigga?
Yo.
6 soul, nigga. What? What's happening?
What is you talking about?
Play on me, nigga.
So when did shit like this start being acceptable? I've never seen anything more cowardly in all my life. Since when did 40-year-old men start pulling guns on unarmed 65-year-olds? Since when did 40-year-old men threaten to knock out someone's great-grandfather? If you're in your 40s watching this, seeing these guys make the disrespect of elders a common thing, you should be pissed the fuck off. If you're in your 40s and this doesn't piss you off, then don't complain when you hit your 60s and the same shit is happening to you. If we allow these rats to advertise, commercialize, monetize, and normalize the disrespect of our elders like this, then we're headed down an even darker road than we've already traveled. Ask yourself this: when was the last time you saw a Samoan go on camera pulling a weapon out on an unarmed 65-year-old Samoan man going into a donut shop? When was the last time you saw a Tongan go on social media and threaten to break somebody's 65-year-old Tongan great-grandfather's jaw? What about a Korean, Somalian, Persian, or Arab? Can you guys show me one example on social media of such disrespect towards elders? from any one of the people groups I just stated. I'm sure there are cases when it has happened, but good luck trying to find them broadcasting it online. At this point, I think we can all see the agenda of CS Tubac and his Rainbow Rat Pack Corntail Crip gang. So now let's dive into the guy that the police follow in real life and on social media. The 350-pound lump of live lard, Lieutenant Officer Love's Boys. Love's Boys went out of his own mouth and said that he and Big U used to have a father-son relationship.
So he thought it was bullshit going on with me. So he like, nigga, come on. Man, I'm not about to fight you, nigga. For what? What you talking about? Nigga, what do? I said, bro, listen, cuz this is what it is, my nigga. What do? It wasn't none of that. Like I told you, it was little brother, big brother, father, son type shit relationship at that time.
So Love's Boys just said that he and Big U had a father-son type of relationship. Is it just me, or isn't there some level of respect that you give to someone who was like a father to you? Well, listen to the respect that Love's Boys shows to Big U, a 57-year-old man who Love's Boys said was like a father to him.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, Tracy from Lily.
What's up, y'all? I just thought about something. I'm gonna get a nice dinner with some Wagyu. Listen, I thought about giving out free promo. So everybody who can read, I want you to read the Big U paperwork, send me the video, and say Big U's a snitch. You say that, you send me the video, tag me, I'm gonna repost it at you, and you can promote whatever you want. I'm posting on my real page. I'm not gonna do the story, all that stuff. I'm gonna post you saying Big U's a snitch on my main page.
This is how Love's Boys repays someone who played a father-type role in his life. He repays him by inviting the entire world to call him a snitch. Furthermore, Love's Boys thinks that somebody really cares about getting free promotion on a YouTube channel that's controlled by the federal informant CS Tubac. We've all heard Buster Thuglis say Big U is a rat over 2,000 times. We've also heard him say he doesn't mess with rats or rat lovers. So if Lard Ass doesn't mess with rats and he truly believes that Big U is a rat, then why would he send a message to Big U saying this right here?
And I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if I said this on record yet. 6 months ago, in the midst of all this, Draws was going to one of my homies' spot in the hood, my big homie. He said, hey, where you at? I said, I'm right around the corner. What's up? He said, hey, Draws about to come up here, bro. You on deck? I said, I'm right around the corner. What's up? What we doing? He said, I'm going to call you when you get up here. I said, bro, before I hang out, I said, bro, let cuz know we more powerful together than anything. We more powerful together than anything. We more powerful together than anything. Yeah, exactly. So we can squash it right now. It ain't got to go no further. So you don't want to squash it.
For those of you who don't see my point, I'll explain again. The Crip cop said he doesn't mess with rats and he doesn't harbor rats. If he truly believed that Big U was a rat, then why is he admitting to all of us that he sent a message to Big U telling him that they were stronger together than anything? So if Big U is a rat, then why is Love's Boys reaching out to him trying to join forces with him? This shows you that Officer Love's Boys knows that Big U isn't a rat, and it also shows that Love's Boys is doing all this because Big U ain't fucking with him. Now, all of you guys just heard Love's Boys say that he reached out to Big U through his homeboy, telling him they're more powerful together than anything. So yesterday, when Love's Boys went live, I asked him about that, and of course he lied about it.
Reach out? I never reached out to that dude. I never reached out to that dude. When did I reach out to him? I got his number. He got the same number from years ago, bro. When I reach out to him. You gotta get your facts straight, bro.
Do you see the way he lies? He just like Porky and Lucy, a group of lying ass niggas. So right here, you're looking at clueless Christie in his younger years, throwing up neighborhood during his time at the police academy. As you can see, Love's Boys has shaved off all of his facial hair, which is consistent with one who joined the police academy.
You know, just going through the academy, you learn to keep a clean cut, you know, so we shave our facials off and stuff like that. And
this is how far back his plans of infiltration goes. We've been advised by a certain someone to leave Love's Boys alone because Love's Boys was good friends with former Los Angeles Sheriff Lee Barker. This is the reason why Love's Boys feel so comfortable taking pictures on police motorcycles. This is why he does videos and takes pictures with police officers. This is why he encourages the youth to join the white man's military against Furious Styles' wishes.
Don't ever go in the army, Trey. Black man ain't got no place in the army.
This is why Thuglis encourages the youth to pursue a career in law enforcement.
Make sure y'all screen record this. This is 600 approved, okay? I recommend all youth to look into military, law enforcement, whatever state you in.
It was Thuglis that was with Crip Mac right before he caught the first pistol case. It was also Thuglis who was with Foe Extra on his hood day, mere moments before the police snatched him up for being a felon in possession of a firearm.
Where we at, man? This your part of town, man. Where we at, man?
Set, nigga. Burn Avenue Crip, nigga. The 10 day. The block day. Yeah, them.
We outside.
That's for sure we out. That's for sure we out.
It was also Thuglis that went online and lied to all of us about Expo signing a deal with him and Cash Money West.
Hey guys! We brought a truckload of magic. What would you like to make disappear?
Well, I got a check last night. Well, I got a wire, not an actual paper check. Made some money. We got the deal done with Expo, Cash Money West. We got the deal done with Expo, Cash Money West. You know what I'm saying? Look out for Expo. Got a new hot song coming out. Well, it's already out. He pumping up and running right now. Shout out WACK and Birdman, we got it done. Shout out WACK and Birdman, we got it done. Shout out WACK and Birdman, we got it done.
2 weeks later.
So with it, so now a lot of people asking, did we or did Expo sign the Cash Money West? No. We didn't make that official yet.
Shortly after Porky and Baby Back began saying Expo's name, he ended up in jail. We can't forget about the brick incident because this is where Baby Back Barker blew his cover. Baby Back pulled up in his hood accompanied by Brick Baby. When Love's Boys hopped out, he was brandishing his legally registered firearm. When Brick hopped out, he was not showing his, which is why Big Cat didn't mention that when he was speaking to Cowboy about the publicity stunt that Love's Boys pulled, jumping out with his gun showing. No one knew or spoke about Brick having a burner, except for the man he was with that day, Officer Love's Boys. And it just so happens that 2 days after being with the Crip cop, Brick's house was raided and he was taken to jail. After that, Love's Boys decided to go on Clubhouse with his man-wife CS2 back and lie on Big Cat saying he was a rat because he went online and said Brick had his blower. Scandalous did a video a while back proving that Big Cat never said that.
He pulled up. We leave. We do whatever we do. So when we leave, Rat Cowboy and Rat Big Cat got on live, and Big Cat told Rat Cowboy on live, 600 Brick Baby pulled up, 600 hopped out with his blower, Brick Baby got his blower. This was on live right when we left the parking lot.
Did you guys just hear 600 lie on Big Cat right there? He just said Cat said that Brick Baby hopped out with his blower. Big Cat never said that. He only mentioned that Love's Boys was pulling publicity stunts, hopping out with his legal registered blower. No one online had ever heard that Brick hopped out with any blower, and Cat certainly didn't say that. Why is Christopher lying on Big Cat now?
I gotta say, that was a publicity stunt.
600 publicity stunt.
Publicity stunt.
Publicity stunt.
Publicity
Gonna
stunt.
jump out with his burner.
The whole shabamski, yeah.
What this nigga say? I know what I heard. Let me rewind this right quick, man. What the hell this nigga say?
Now I gotta say, that was a publicity stunt.
600 publicity stunt.
Publicity stunt.
Publicity stunt.
Publicity
Gonna
stunt.
jump out with his burner.
The whole
Man, let me play this shit one more time, just in case if y'all think y'all might have heard something wrong. I know what I heard. One more time. Hold on.
Yeah, all the actions. Publicity stunt. Publicity stunt. Publicity stunt. Can't jump out with his burner. The whole shabam. Yeah, all the actions.
He played it 3 times in a row, so he can't act like he didn't hear exactly what Cat said. Ask yourself this question. Why is Thugless blatantly lying on Cat like this?
Now, them niggas is rats on live saying we pulled up with guns, right?
They never said nothing about y'all pulling up with guns. Big Cat said, you Loves Boys hopped out with your burner. So not only has Loves Boys pulled up on Cat hopping out with his burner, not only has he drew down on him in the donut shop, but he's also went on Clubhouse to lie on him, saying he said Brick had a burner and to slander his name by calling him a rat for it. Big Cat isn't the reason Brick's house got raided. Officer Loves Boys is. I really hope that Brick understands this.
Right? That's what they said. The next day, Brick Baby house get raided for the guns. The next day, Brick Baby house get raided for the guns. The next day, Brick Baby house get raided for the guns. Now I got my gun license. So who knows if they ran my name and seen if I got a legal gun or whatever. They ain't raided my house.
So let's get this straight. Brick's house got raided 2 days after being with Loves Boys. Loves Boys just said Big Cat said Brick had a burner, but you guys just heard for yourself that Cat never said that. So according to Loves Boys, Brick had a burner, and so did he. Brick's house got raided and his did not. Brick was with Thugless, and Thugless knew Brick had a burner on him. Nobody else anywhere said anything about Brick having a burner, except for Loves Boys. After being with you, his house gets raided and yours does not. Now Thugless is lying on Big Cat to shift the blame away from himself. He is the only one that we've heard go online to talk about Brick hopping out with a burner. Big Cat said 600 pulled a publicity stunt. He did not say Brick.
Niggas should be pressing Loves Boys about this every time he goes live. Ask him why did he lie on Big Cat. Cat didn't say one word about Brick having a burner. The fact that Loves Boys created a lie like this should show you guys that he's a rat. If you can't see that, then I don't know what to tell y'all. Forget the fact that Loves Boys has sealed files from a federal drug trafficking charge that he pled guilty to. Forget the fact that he was...
So, this is the paperwork we was waiting to get at. So, for the possession of the marijuana, it was in February 23rd, 2012. It was referral form drug diversion, right? 312, proof of enrollment in drug diversion program. 10/18/2012, proof of completion of drug diversion file. 8/22/2013, notice and advisement pursuant to PC 851, case order sealed. Convictions resentencing in 2022, health and safety codes.
Was even allowed to do a drug diversion program as punishment for a federal drug trafficking charge. Forget the fact that Loves Boys forgot to mention he was charged with drug trafficking to begin with. Forget the fact that Loves Boys also forgot to mention that he pled guilty to drug.
See how it's 2 of them? 11 Trey 59, possession of marijuana sale, and then 11 Trey 60A, transport and sell of marijuana. The transport and sell marijuana, it was not taken care of by drug diversion. That was just the possession, was the drug diversion. The 11 Trey 60A is a sealed case today. The only person who can open that up so we find out what happened is the Crip cop, Christopher Lovejoy. Let's go.
Drug trafficking. Forget the fact that Loves Boys has been lying from the very beginning when he told us he would take the 3-hour drive to Blythe Courthouse and get his case unsealed.
I ain't got no problem with coming to just drive 3 hours to Blythe Courthouse.
Wait a minute.
arrest in office, see what the fuck my case is, and get the whole thing if I have to.
Forget the fact that he still hasn't done that. Forget the fact that he lied and said the expungement program is what sealed his case.
Y'all got to go back about a few months ago and go look at my expungement program.
When you can set up reliable Spectrum internet in minutes,
the nigga lying about his case.
Forget the fact that he changed that lie just to tell us that the Criminal Records Relief Act was the real reason his case was sealed.
I did find out while it was sealed. So basically in California, it's called a criminal record relief. It's automatically sealed.
Forget the fact that that too was also a lie. Forget the fact that he lied and said his case was sealed in 2023. Forget the fact that he forgot his case was actually sealed in 2012. Forget the fact that it completely skipped his mind that he even did a drug diversion program. Forget all of that, because that might be too much for you guys to remember. Just understand this. Brick was with Douglas and nobody else. Douglas knew that Brick had his thing on him. 2 days after being with Douglas, Brick's house gets raided. It's simple. After Douglas got Brick's house raided, he went on Clubhouse and tried to place the blame on Big Cat. But we all saw that Big Cat was not guilty of the accusations Love's boys tried to throw at him. If Big Cat never went online and said Brick had a burner, why did Love's boys go on Clubhouse and tell everybody he did? How about Love's boys going to the Avalons that day? How is it that out of everybody who showed up out there that day, Love's boys is the only one to get pulled over? This is what I mean when I said the police activity that follows him wherever he goes. We've already been here for a while, so I'm not going to go into the time Love's boys was snatched up at the border by the feds. Big U was there to witness that. He spent 2 days looking for Love's boys because he had the bail bondsman ready to bail him out. Not even the bail bondsman could find Love's boys. For 2 whole days, Love's boys fell off the face of the earth. After the 2 days were up, the Crip cop returned to the planet as if nothing happened. This is the reason Big U had to fall back from Love's boys. And this is why Love's boys is trying to attack Big U's character. The exact same thing as CS2 back. When Big U read the paperwork Mark Stevens had showing that WACK was CS2 back, he fell back from him. We all see what CS2 back has been doing since then. Just know this, you guys, because this is the most important thing to know out of all of this.
I guess someone was saying that my homie, Brick Baby, did the interview and he explained some details on how he was arrested, raided, or whatever. And I guess he also mentioned that he might have
CS2 back.
got this whole thing started because of a confidential informant for the LAPD. And they got some information, they got a warrant, they raided him, whatever.
How do you know how that started?
He was also saying that the police showed him or mentioned to him that they saw my videos, Christopher Lovejoy's videos, right? The police showed him or mentioned to him that they saw my videos, Christopher Lovejoy's videos, right? The police showed him or mentioned to him that they saw my videos, Christopher Lovejoy's videos, right?
So Love's boys just said the police showed Brick his YouTube videos. This means that every video you see Love's boys put on his channel is him alerting the police. Go to his page and look at how many times you see Big U's name in his videos. Listen to the accusations he makes, but this time when you watch him, watch and understand that every word he's saying it to his police buddies. If you can't see that, this isn't the channel for you. While Baby Back is talking about giving away free promotion on the channel that he stole from Crip Mac, we're putting together a cash giveaway for all channel subscribers. So if you're not subscribed already, please do so and stay tuned for more details.
Are there any bats? No. Are there any snakes? No. You sure?
So that's it, man. But salute to everybody. Hey, salute to my brother Yael. He was having some kind of technical difficulty. We'll figure that out. But just so y'all know, the poll is 600, the biggest buster on YouTube. Buster Douglas. 86% say yes, he's the biggest buster on YouTube. 14% say no. But look, man, thank everybody for supporting us. Turn on your notifications. They got us shadow banned in the algorithm. Please hit that bell. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed so that you'll be ready tomorrow when we go live. Until then, the Damu Kiwe Conversations. Let's go. We out of here.